Alrighty. No vocals though. I'm trying to work it out. Alrighty. There was that one. Just test. Oh, you can hear me now. Are you guys able to hear my me talking? My sound is turned up. Is it very very low? I did turn it up all the way. Wow, that's really weird. Let me get back into here. Microphone. Oh, let's see. Test microphone. I doubt it. I don't know if they can hear you. I'm wondering what is going on. Auto adjust. All right. Are you guys able to hear me now? I can barely hear me on my phone. Am I loud, or am I just, a little bit low? Okay. Headphone speaker. Well, that's for that audio output. Loud. Okay. Okay, that's good. Let me turn that down just a little bit more, so I'm not overly powering. Okay, am I at normal now? Okay, I already much better. Okay, I was just making sure. I have no idea what happened. Alrighty, let me throw this in here. Let's see if that works. Yes, that should be it right there. Go back a bit. Hey, brother. All right. What was my volume before you came up?
You had it up right where I could hear you just right. Then you lowered it back down.
All right. How's everybody? How's Colin's volume?
Testing. 1, 2, 3. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Sir?
Both are fine. Okay. I don't know what it was.
I have no idea either. But it's just that when I first got in, I thought it was me. Because, I was checking I had to go to a different YouTube channel to see if it was my hearing. Because I was outside for the last, out with my computer for 2 days. So I wasn't sure if that would have done something.
Okay. I am getting it. Is that Jenny I hear, or is that feedback?
No, that's Jenny and Ian. They were in the kitchen. We just got done. They're making pork chops.
Okay.
So.
Hey, Father.
Yeah. Let me go grab my plate because I haven't eaten yet. So.
Neither have I.
I'll be back.
We got meatloaf being made right now.
Oh, way to go for meatloaf.
Mm-hmm.
2 thumbs up for meatloaf.
I hope she made it sandwich side slices. Oh. Well, just have to wait till it's done. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I cut it, dug a fork in to take a small bit, took a bite into it, and it still had that raw ketchup.
Okay.
So I know for a fact it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let it be.
Yeah, we made a larger meatloaf so that we can have leftover sandwiches, and we're adjusting the cook time. Alrighty. So, I didn't do a whole lot this weekend. I just kicked back this weekend. Yeah, somebody had soft tacos. And let's see. I didn't do a whole lot in the garden at all. I just been, I've just been, puttering around my weekend. I haven't had, a slow weekend in a long time. So I decided to take one because what we slowed down a little bit for the our little vacation that we had. But other than that, no, I've just been going almost full tilt. So I decided to go ahead and rest and drink water. Yeah, we had beef ribs and potato salad and green bean casserole. I like keeping stuff simple when possible. Like I said, I have no idea where Cliff is. Let me take a look. Because it's still daylight here, so he's still got lots of daylight left. And let's see. I've just been, getting my laundry done, cleaning up here, moving stuff around. No, I'm not messing with you, Kathy. Why, did my volume go away again? And oh, I'm gonna add this to my dinner.
Hot sauce.
I like the jalapeno one better.
That's my dinner.
That's a thick pork chop.
Yeah, it's an Iowa chop.
Oh, I'm gonna just be here for a few moments, but I'll still be here talking.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my little heater next to me that I'm freezing cold because I'm trying to keep it dry in here. So the dehumidifier is blowing on me at the same time.
I got to turn on the overhead anyway, love.
Okay.
Here you go.
Yeah, there's been just. Oh.
I'll be up in a second. Here, hold on.
Yeah, last past couple of days, it's been just a little on the wet side. Hey, Eddie, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. And let's see, everybody's in here. Thank you for everybody coming in. Like I said, my last shorts have done very well. Thank you, everybody who watched them. I even made a longer short. I was trying to put it on my regular, what do you call it, the regular video. But yeah, at last it put it straight to shorts.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's okay. I was to try and get some more play hours, but I'm gonna have to come up with a video here during the week and probably put something out.
Well, you got any fishing things you can do?
I might be able to do some other stuff here because they're changing my hours as of Saturday. So
In a good way or bad way?
To me, in a bad way.
Why is that?
They're making me go from 8 to 5.
Oh no, they're giving you standard hours.
I don't like the baker's hours.
Does that mean you're open on the weekends now?
No, my weekends are still going to be Tuesday, Wednesdays.
Okay.
But it's just one of those things where I prefer the early morning. But now that I'll be up early in the morning, now I have to wait a few hours to go to work, and then come home to, only doing, just a few hours of daylight left.
Well, I can understand that.
Hey, Simon, how you doing?
Hey, Simon.
Yes, I can barbecue. It's Simon. Yeah, thank you for coming in.
Simple Simon.
Yeah, like I said, I hope that gives everybody an idea what to do with the steak. Throwing it, marinating it. It's going to be anywhere between 15 and 20 minutes. It's a little bit thicker. I like to do like 20 minutes. And no, man, those things came out so good.
Did you see Jenny's pork chops that she bought?
Yeah.
Iowa chops. These things are that freaking thick.
They just take a long time to cook.
Well, yeah. They're
Oh,
worth it though.
with wild rice? Oh, yeah. And butter. Hey, that might be an idea. Like I said, I don't know what my next, I want to do fish
In what way?
and chicken over the open fire.
That'd be kind of cool.
Mhm.
I have a suggestion, but I'm not sure if you can do it down where you're at. My dad used to do fish baked in clay.
Nah. We don't have clay here.
That's the problem. I was wondering.
It'd be a little sandy, a little gritty. No, I got other things I can cook with. I got other utensils I can put over the fire. I was thinking about trying some of those and see what everybody thinks about those. I'm gonna keep those as a surprise on what I have at my disposal.
Oh, idea possibly, Jason. On the same note, it's similar, but not the same. Wrapped in corn leaves or something of that nature.
I would have to cook a little bit slower with those.
Yeah, low and slow. But can you imagine you can do that with corn? You know, you have your corn cob, you have corn to go with it. You know, a little bit of a side. You know.
Yeah, I only do just one almost a chimney full of briquettes, just so I can stretch them out a little bit further.
I kind of like the lump charcoal better because it's just the way it cooks.
Well, like I said, doing the lump charcoal when I'm doing the Dutch ovens is a little bit more difficult.
Oh, it can be done though.
Oh yeah, I got banana leaves now.
There you go. Bananas. I mean, that's where you go. I mean, I was going to suggest that, but I forgot you have banana trees.
Yeah, I know. I just got to wait a little bit longer for them to get bigger when it comes time to trim.
Because I know that people cook with those.
Yeah, because if I'm going to do low and slow, I'll use the lump charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
Inside of a covered barbecue. But since I'm cooking directly over flames, something quick and fast, yeah. But that means I have to use up a lot of my room here inside my shop to store two different kinds. So I've just only been getting the Kingsford briquettes.
Well, if you ever decide to go do the cooking with banana leaves, if you can get a hold of him, he is on Instagram now, and that's Johnny, and he might be able to help you with something like that.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff you can do with banana leaves. There's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a good alternative for toilet paper.
So does the creek. And let's see, I got all kinds of other stuff. I got fig leaves now,
Can you do anything with fig leaves?
and I do have a grape I need to get in the ground. So once I get the grape going, I'll have grape leaves at my disposal.
I know you can do stuff with grape leaves. I don't know about fig though. If you do figure it out, let me know. I'll be curious.
Oh yeah, like I said, I got all several different instruments I can cook with. I might just do pancakes one morning.
We got a plan we got 2 pounds of ground pork that we acquired that we have to do something with soon. So we're going to be doing a casserole bake thing using that, a bunch of eggs, hash browns, a green pepper, and some other stuff. Maybe, I think it's going to be really, really, really good. Sort of like a casserole, but not quite.
Yeah, that's something you can also do with like a cabbage rolls.
The banana leaf skirt.
No, the pork, the ground pork.
Oh.
Is it been
What that is.
seasoned or non-seasoned?
Non-seasoned.
Greek casserole.
Yeah, you can season that up, and what you can do is you can season that up, wrap that up with some rice and some onions and some other stuff, and you can also wrap those up in a cabbage leaf and make some cabbage rolls.
We were also thinking spice it up a little bit, then put it in with some gravy and do biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, that you can do too.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Your hair's a little poofy today.
Oh yeah, I know.
Just thought you might want to know, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get that little poofy thing going, but yeah.
Well, I will tell you this. I'm still jealous. I don't even have that much to poof.
Oh, it's all in the front and around the sides and back, and nothing on top. I don't know. I can, like I say, I can do kebabs. I can do all kinds of stuff.
Well, I will let you know the next couple weeks, Jason. I may be not as much.
Yeah, I understand.
We never came back
Um,
the second time.
circumstances beyond my control, but I will get it. I mean, we're working on getting it taken care of. We're going to be somewhere safe. That's the biggest thing.
I understand.
So we're trying to find options right now. It's only been 2 days, so we're working on it.
Yeah, you never came back for your second live last night.
I fell freaking asleep. So
Uh,
I went up to Jenny. I was talked to Scott, finished it up, went to talk to Jenny, lay down. I fell asleep.
Where? What was that phone call?
I don't know.
The end of the live.
That's
Already
everything about us.
I'm still working on mine.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, just I want to do fish. I need to do chicken. I can do all kinds of stuff. Ooh,
Are you going to have a chicken, a recipe, a barbecue series?
good if it's thin enough. The thighs. Probably do that. I can.
Hey, Jason?
Yeah.
Are you going to do like a whole barbecue series?
I'm thinking about it.
I mean, with your skill sets, that would probably be a good idea.
Maybe
Yeah.
he'll actually fix his barbecue grill.
Yeah, maybe I'll fix my barbecue grill. Yeah,
You can have the phones.
yeah, most of it. Yeah. I just can't get the valves anymore. I got 2 valves that are frozen on it.
Something that's yellow or something.
I don't know. I would have to find a way to take care of it. Yeah. So I still like cooking over. I can also do. I got a bunch of oak that I can cut up and chunk up, and get them started to get my coals too. But that takes a little bit longer, which is fine.
You got a smoker?
Not yet.
Okay. Didn't hurt to ask.
Yep.
I'm sorry. It's just, I mean, I've eaten a good chunk of this. There's still a lot of meat.
I mean, there's all kinds of different stuff you can cook outside in.
Too bad you can't make yourself. You don't have enough clay to make yourself a clay oven.
No, I'm not going to buy that kind of clay. That's
No,
expensive.
I mean, it's too bad you don't have any natural clay in your area.
Yeah. No, we're almost all. There's just too much sand here to separate it all.
Your mom and dad used bricks.
You can make your own brick oven, I guess.
Yeah, the question is, where am I going to put it? Once it's there, it's there.
Put it on wheels.
The barbecue series is any time of the year. There's no wrong time or bad time unless it's raining or snowing. Yeah,
Unless it's in the middle of a blizzard, then you'll be pushing it. But
I mean,
yeah.
you can still cook it. You can barbecue any time of the year.
That's adventure barbecue.
Yeah, Jenny calls that adventure barbecuing.
So yeah, it is that time of year. Like I said, I got some other stuff that I can do as well. I just need to get more charcoal because I'm on my last bag.
We got some charcoal left too.
Yeah.
We decided to bake this because it would be faster.
Yeah, like I said, I got some instruments I can use for cooking that I'm want to share. They're kind of obscure. I bought these like a long time ago, and I'll do cast iron stuff like
Hey,
that.
Dan.
Hey Dan, how you doing? You know what? Let me do this here real quick here. I'll get back up here to the top, and I can. Where is it at? Where is it at? I know it's in here somewhere. No sound. Oh, I forgot to say hi to Jamaican fishing.
I said hi to Shore.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Oh, there it is. There we go. Those are for the folks I will trust to come up. Thank
It's the
you.
most I've eaten all day.
Had a piece of candy.
I weighed myself this morning, Dan, and I was 242 this morning.
Yeah, our supper is ready.
They're having meatloaf, huh?
I think this
Do
is
you want it just plain?
yes, please.
I
Yeah.
am done.
You're done.
Oh, I can't. I mean, literally, I can't eat anymore.
Yeah, so I think I'll do Dutch oven. I got lots of different cast iron skillets. Um, like I said, I got a bunch of different tools I can use to my advantage as well. I just need to get some. I need to get some fired bricks. I got a couple of screens that I can use. Some grates I can use. I might just do some. I might just try some of the. What do you call it? Using bricks as a stand and kind of contain it with a little grate on top. But yeah, I might even pull out the trivet. I got that. I got my big barbecue that's going to be like 52 inches across. That's circular. I just need to get a area I can get cleaned up. That I can so I don't have to weed eat around it. Right now it's up in bricks right now, and it's like got a mile high grass around it. Since I don't have a mower, I'm trying to weed eat everything. But that'll change soon.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I just got a lot of stuff that's behind that I just have to be patient and wait.
Pineapple upside down cake in a Dutch oven.
Well, if I can do breads in there, yeah, I could probably do that. I mean,
Something a little out of the ordinary because you don't hear about people doing that.
it's not unheard of. I mean, I know I can do cobblers.
No, Jenny. This is what Jenny says. It's doable.
Oh yeah, it is.
Jenny said, if
I
Jenny
just
says it's doable, then I believe her.
I've never done it. You just got to be real careful on your temperature.
Oh yeah, that's you got to make sure you're over on the side coals and you be able to rotate it regularly. And what's that thing? The trivet. You got to make sure you have it on a proper trivet.
Oh, I got trivets. I got the stand. Like I said, I got that big old giant barbecue that I have. I need to get that taken care of.
Right.
I need to get it out where there's gravel. I actually need to get gravel is what I really need to do. I need to get proper drainage on the property because whenever it rains, man, I get standing water for several days.
How'd you do during the storm last night? I forgot to ask. I wasn't here for.
Actually, we got away with just rain.
Oh, good.
I mean, it wasn't overly heavy. We didn't have the high winds. We had no tornadoes.
How's the shop with the cover on top?
So far, it's all holding up. See, that's what's going to take a lot of my funding.
Oh, I understand.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, it is going to take a lot of funding.
But you'll get it done. I know you will.
Yeah, I just need to get a proper storage out, just outside here, so I can put a lot of my stuff in there. So I can store like my camping gear. I can store a lot of my shop stuff that I don't really use.
Now, are you going to build something, or are you just going to buy a storage shed?
I'm going to save my time and just buy a storage unit and have it plopped right on there. I just have to buy the bricks or the blocks, get it level. They show up and they just drop it off.
Are you going to put it up like a little bit higher because of the floodplain that you're on?
Oh yeah. It's going to be at least a foot off the ground, maybe a little bit more.
That's what I was wondering, because I mean, you got to put some proper stringers in there for support.
And then I got to run power out to that, get it insulated, and then get
put some solar panels. That way, you don't have to have wires.
No, because I still have to have batteries, and running a dehumidifier, it'll kill the batteries.
Do you need a dehumidifier?
Yes, as humid as it is here, if it stays humid inside there, you'll get all kinds of mold.
Well, because you're in Southeast Texas, that's a little different than where I was at in San Antonio.
Oh yeah, we are far more wet.
Okay.
I mean, far more wet.
Yeah, because San Antonio and Houston area, they are a lot more drier.
Oh, considerably drier. Yes.
I'm only speaking from experience, folks, but this is like from over almost 30 years ago. So,
Yeah. You ever been in Florida?
nope, never been to Florida.
Okay.
Been to South Carolina. Never been to Georgia either.
We're more wet than South Carolina.
We're probably more wet than South Carolina, except for in the hurricane center season.
Yeah. Like I said, I noticed that the first swarm of love bugs are now swarming the area, which we haven't had in like 2 years.
Love bugs,
Mm-hmm.
ladybugs.
No, these are going to be two little bugs or beetles that can join and fly and make nasty marks on paints on your vehicle that eats the paint.
I don't think I know those.
They're two little tiny little bugs that are joined together and they fly together. They're mating, and that's why they call them love bugs.
We got mayflies that we have to deal with, but that's different.
And just type in insect love bug.
The only love bugs I know
Des
are
knows what I'm talking
beetles.
about. Eddie knows what I'm talking about.
Is that a southern thing?
I've only seen them here. I didn't see them on the West Coast. I've only seen them here.
You didn't see them up here though when you were here, though, did you?
No,
I didn't think so.
they need a lot of water, from what I understand.
Oh yeah, then we're not going to find it here. We got water, but not that much.
Yeah,
Now they might be on the Mississippi side of Iowa, so I don't know.
I don't know. Like I said, I know Des knows about them. Eddie knows about them.
Where's that?
In Florida.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
We have a bunch of people from down in Florida.
Mhm.
We should have her hook up with who is it? Besides Doug.
They're still too far. I'm not going to divulge on where she's at, except for
No, I'm just talking about he's Central Florida, down near Fort Lauderdale.
okay.
Tallahassee. She says in Tallahassee. She can reveal herself if she wants.
Yes,
to.
she can reveal herself.
But that doesn't say much for Tallahassee because I know how big Tallahassee is. We're talking about over 1 million people.
So here, I'll talk to you guys while I'm eating my supper. Try to eat my mashed potatoes with a fork.
Yeah, there are like almost 250,000 people there. There's no way we could pinpoint one person in there.
Yeah.
Unlike where I live or where I grew up, we had a population graduating class of 49 when I graduated high school.
No, I had too many for mine.
Did you have over 100 people in your class?
Oh yeah, we had like almost 900.
Holy freaking cow! That was like when I graduated high school. We had 1,200 people in town completely.
Yeah. Imagine a football field full of chairs.
I can't because
football field.
ours was at a gym, and
Yeah.
we had 49, and that was pushing it.
Yeah,
The only
ours-
reason we didn't have 50 because the one guy ended up flunking at the last second.
Mhm.
But gardening wise, my tomatoes are doing good. My corn is not. My potato is doing amazing. I mean, he's strong, leaves growing, everything. I mean, its stem is about that big around. I may have to transplant him into a bigger pot because I do have a bigger one, but I'm going to have to wait till after we move in order to do that.
Mhm.
15 high schools. Holy cow. We had one.
Yeah. Well, I graduated out of Southern California in LA County, so yeah, there was a
Oh,
lot.
I can understand. That makes sense for you then. I grew out in the middle of a very small town in Iowa, so there's that.
Yeah, when I graduated high school, I would probably say there might have been valley-wide. I'd probably say close to 600,000, maybe 700,000 people in the area. 3 high
I don't know
schools.
if I could handle being in a school that big because, I mean, you get lost in the crowd.
Yeah, 3 high schools for that area.
But still, I mean, you get lost in the crowd.
stadium.
Mhm.
It was-
Molly says she had hers in a stadium.
And my mom fell down the stairs. Took out people with her.
We had ours in the gymnasium where they have the basketball tournaments and stuff.
Yeah, well, on our
We had,
guy,
because we only had one set, we had two sets of bleachers, but they weren't very big, so it was a very tiny gym.
yeah, our ceremonies took almost 4 hours.
Ours took about an hour,
In 105.
that's including the before and after stuff.
And that was at 105-degree weather out there on the open field.
Ours was air conditioned,
Ours wasn't.
but it did smell like gym lockers.
Ours smelled like cut grass.
Good thing you didn't have allergies, huh?
Nope.
I still got probably about 15 mini tomato plants are about that long, that tall, and growing. I don't know what to do with them.
I need
They're
to,
all in one pot.
yeah, I need to do an update on my fig tree and my banana trees.
Well, I figured you want to talk about gardening. That's why I try to bring it back to that.
That's for how many?
Um,
They're all in one pot. And he doesn't.
I am going to try to keep my plants alive the best I can.
Well, one day at a time.
Oh yeah, we got some feelers out. We got a lot of help coming. So if everything pans out, VA is going to help out immensely.
Oh, that's good.
So Jenny and I are going to be doing all the footwork, everything we need to do with that, and stuff like that. If that all pans out, because what really throws everything off is when they ask me about my income.
Uh,
And I mean, me being on workman's comp is not exactly income.
yeah.
Because they can't.
And I've been on this for a while now. So
Yeah, that fig tree is doing wonderful. I mean, the leaves
how
on
tall
it
is
are
it?
huge. About chest height for me.
Okay, you're pretty tall, so yeah,
I would probably say it's getting close to 4 feet.
that's not bad. It's going to be another 4 years before it really produces.
I wouldn't doubt if it was going to start producing now.
Well, I mean, you're not going to get very many figs out of that. But what are you going to do with the figs, though?
Oh man.
Besides just eat them straight off the tree.
Oh, I'm thinking about making preserves, pies, all kinds of stuff.
I think you should make pemmican.
Oh, the figs? I don't know how to do that. I'll have to look it up.
It's just like any other fruit. You can do it with grapes. You can do it with. I'm not sure about apples, but you can do it with cherries. You can do it with mulberries and blackberries and raspberries. But no one makes pemmican anymore,
No, they don't.
There might be a reason for that.
and that's a good survival food.
That's because we have grocery stores.
Yeah, but thing is, pemmican lasts a long time,
Oh yeah.
and it's it is what it is.
Yeah, it's not like we're on the trail going to Oregon, all right?
No, but yours is more like wild. You don't have to worry about the dysentery as much. But yeah, I mean that is a good survival. Teaching people how to make pemmican would be a good prepping survival thing. So who knows? And actually showing off that you can grow stuff, you can do it yourself is even better. Jim Baird makes pumpkin. Okay, that's cool to know, Grace. I didn't know that.
So I'm also looking forward to, like I said, the preserves,
Right.
canning them.
Oh,
Oh,
question real quick for you, Jason.
killing. Yeah.
Do you guys have a farmer's market in your area?
Limited.
Ours is going to be opening up here in town next month. The Des Moines ones just opened up last couple weeks ago. Jenny and I have been to that one before. It's amazing. It's huge. The one here is not as big, but it's spread out. So it's actually kind of cool. Get some really cool people. So we go there. We try to get fresh honey every year because we don't have bees. I'm not going to be an apiary anytime soon. So,
Yeah, like I said, for here, it might be 8 booths.
right, 8 is better than none. And I know a couple of ladies that were starting one that they were to have chickens where they could have eggs being sold at the farmer's market. So that's cool. Not that we need eggs. We have plenty of eggs right now. We're actually going to be using quite a bit of them this weekend.
So I wouldn't mind selling some of my stuff at work.
Okay. This is Ninja, who we call Little Miss. She jumped up here to be protected from Mac. She doesn't do this very often.
No, she doesn't. Oh, that was a good dinner.
It was.
That's a lot.
I agree.
I know. Very heavy, so I know I fall asleep here in about 2 hours. If I don't do it now.
Well, Cliff should be showing up here soon, shouldn't he?
Yeah, shortly. Let me look at the sundial.
I got 7:41. You should be
Oh,
in
this-
the general
It's not, even,
vicinity.
it's not even sunset here yet.
I don't know what the sunset is in Albuquerque.
About 2 hours from me.
Well, I'm in the same time zone.
Yeah, but the curvature of the Earth is going to be a little bit different.
Well, you are technically possibly a little further west than I am.
Doesn't
I don't
matter
think-
because of the curvature of the Earth.
Well, straight line wise, I think you're still a little bit west than where I'm at.
When the sun sets here, you still have like a half an hour of sunlight left. You're further
I'm a
north.
couple hours from the Mississippi River.
Yeah, but when the sun sets, it's not a straight line unless it's the.
I know. I have no navigation. I feel like a Bond villain.
Oh, let me turn that off.
Hmm.
There we go.
For those people who are wondering, this is Ninja, not Mac. I call her Little Miss because she looks more like a Little Miss. And she is a very, very, very old cat.
Hmm.
About 15 years old.
That's an old cat.
It is. You know my friend Big Mike?
Yeah.
His mother, this was his mom's cat.
Oh,
And when she passed away, she didn't want it to go to a kill shelter or anything like that. So Jenny volunteered to take her in.
well, that's nice.
And we've kept her ever since. And she was all matted and, well, we're still working on it, but she was,
Yeah, just
Real
brush me every
thin.
once in a while. I'll be fine.
but now she's a little chunky monkey.
You coming? Come over here. I'm going to shave you.
Well, the thing is, Mac's going to ambush her.
Ooh, maybe I'll do kebabs next. I don't know.
Have you ever, I've never tried pemmican. Does anybody know what it's like?
Nope. Probably tastes like strawberry jam.
What did you make?
I've heard that it depends on what you make it out of, is what I heard. I think you can make it out of dates, but I'm not sure about plums.
Oh, dates. All you have to do is just pick them off the tree when they're all dehydrated, and you're good.
If they last that long, you got to watch out for the birds and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
We're
I
not
don't
going
think
to have
it's gonna be
access
here.
to the mulberries this year,
yeah,
unfortunately.
now if I do get a piece of property, I might throw up some date palms.
Are you going to do a full-blown orchard thing, or
I'm working on it. I would like to have, an orchard that's got all kinds of stuff in it, not just all one.
well, that's what I said, full-blown orchard. Because orchards can be multiple things. Everybody and their grandmother has apples.
I might just do like 4 or 5 trees each, over several.
Hey, Blake.
Hey, Blake, how you doing? Over the area, but in different locations.
Well, if you do pears, let me know.
I just don't want them all quite next to each other, so I don't get a
Cross pollination, yes.
no, not cross pollination. If one's susceptible to a blight, it's not going to affect the other one as
Well, it
bad.
depends on what the bees want to do. You know
Yeah,
that, right?
I know.
It's the bees that really do it. Are you going to try to, if you don't have bees on the property, you're going to have some brought in to be
Oh no,
pollinated?
I will have bees on the property.
Oh, well, I mean, until you do. I know it's
Yeah.
going to take, I know you got the hive. It's just that you didn't have the bees to go with it yet.
Yeah, no, I got the box. I just don't have the bees yet. Like I said, I'm not spending $400 to $500 for a nuke.
Oh, I know that. Because I know you're looking for a wild colony. Well, if I know you, you'll find them soon enough. I mean, you could probably put the word out and try to see if anybody's seen one.
Yeah, I did, and then nobody's seen any.
Well, that was then. Things change every day.
Well, no, we're already past the season for the hives splitting.
Doesn't mean you won't see a rogue colony.
Yeah, they've already swarmed. So
I've been watching a lot on Instagram of guys and gals that have been finding hives in the weirdest places.
yeah,
And one guy found a hive in the middle of a sidewalk because their queen passed away.
yeah,
Now, what he did is he saved the bees and introduced a new queen to the colony.
yes, you can do. You can buy a queen and all that. It's just
If they accept it.
yes, and it also takes time to get it to you because this takes anywhere from 2 to 3 days.
Well, this guy has multiple hives already. He
Oh,
might-
if he's already got multiple hives, yeah, he's fine. He can pull a frame out of one and put it in the other.
That's what I'm not sure exactly what he did, but he said that's what he was going to do when he got home. But
Yeah.
he saved the majority of the bees. It's just that they were in a bad place and the queen couldn't make it.
Probably because she got too tired from swarming.
Probably.
I'll be right back.
Okay. What's new, Blake? How you doing, Grace? Hope everybody is doing well. We're okay at the moment. Things are going to change soon, but we're actually looking forward to it. And I haven't heard if anybody in the chat has ever used or eaten pemmican. New shoes? You should never buy shoes without talking to Jenny first. Because you probably end up getting shoes that hurt your feet. Me, I've been wearing the crap out of my sandals because it's just easier on my, for me to put it on and off. I did 2 lives over the weekend. I know most of you probably didn't catch it, but I camped out in my backyard. Had a campfire and everything. It was a lot of fun. Cold on Saturday, toasty Sunday night. Hey, hon.
Yeah.
Is it me or is the temperature dropping? Okay.
It looked like it was getting ready to rain when I came in.
Okay. I'm starting to get a little cold. That's the only reason I'm asking. Because I think Ian turned on the air. Because it got warm. I mean, it literally got, when I went to my bike ride today, it was in the 80s. It's not in the 80s anymore. So I'll ask the question. Let's see what we got. Molly said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Molly. I hope you feel better soon." I'll get personalized updates to the people who really want to know what's going on. Nothing bad. It's not. It's bad, but it's not bad. What most people think. I'm glad you're starting to feel better. I'm glad to hear that. Well, I hope you feel better and everything else.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yep. Well,
You look so different without your glasses on.
yeah, I know.
I didn't know Molly was sick. You never said anything.
Nobody asked.
Well, I say hi to her. I mean, usually you mention
Well,
that she might be
She
sick.
just had a fever for a couple days and it's pretty much gone.
Well, I had one on Friday.
Huh?
So I can understand that.
Hold on a minute. I can't hear Molly.
Okay. No, I had a temperature. I had like a 99, plus, temperature on Friday, which is why I didn't go to the flea market, because I don't. Jenny and Ian both said, if I've got a temperature and I can barely walk, it's not a good time for me to try to be traipsing around 20 acres or something. I'm paraphrasing. So there is that.
Yeah,
I had a fever, but no chills. But I did take some medication, so that helps. Fortunately, the pills that I take to help keep the swelling down in my knee also keeps the temperature down. That and the aspirin I have to take every day too.
So far, I'm so proud of that little fig tree. I mean, it's just all.
Well, I would show you my potato, but it's like freaking a foot and a half tall, leaves going pretty much everywhere. They're not big leaves yet, but they're getting there.
Oh yeah, I got big leaves. Like I can see them from the house. I got several. At least 50 feet from the house.
Well, our leaves are about that much each on each little branch and stuff. I think that's pretty good considering it's growing in a freaking pot.
Oh yeah.
And I do have a really big base pot about this big around, but I don't have enough soil to put in it yet in order to transplant the entire thing in its entirety without breaking anything up. Just let it go as is, but take it out of the pot right in there.
No, just leave it in there until it's time to harvest. You can't transplant them once they get going.
Well, the pot it's in right now is like about that big around. I need to put it in a bigger one.
You'll be fine with it in there.
I mean, I don't care if we get one or two potatoes, even if it's little baby, ones. I don't care. That's something. I could do stuff with that.
Yeah. I mean, growing potatoes takes a couple of years for you to get the hang of it. For me, being here, I was watering everything too much.
I've been doing about once a week. Like they said, I looked it up and it said once a week, really well.
Yeah.
Hey, Cecilia.
Hi, Cecilia.
Hey, Cecilia.
And she's saying hi to everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, it's just I'm just having to relearn to garden here. It's just taking me a couple of years, to try and get stuff figured out, what I can grow here, what I can't grow here. I figured here in a couple of years I'll be doing okay.
Right.
You said I've just been doing everything in a pot, just so it's a little bit easier. Not only that, I don't have to worry about all the grass, the weeds, and everything else.
I can understand that.
Got to be a goat farmer. Farm
Yep.
goats.
Farm
Evening,
goats.
are?
gentlemen and
You
ladies.
goat herder, you?
How's everybody doing today?
Pretty good.
I could
Evening,
be better.
Molly. Evening, Jenny.
I
And everybody else in the chat.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet.
Your buddy Blake is here.
He got here before you did.
I zoned out. I was watching Paul on Netflix and forgot what time it was.
Oh,
Jenny's
that's
been wanting to watch that
look
again.
at a movie.
It's one of Jenny's favorites.
Oh, that's freaking hilarious.
hey,
Hey, Sean.
hey Sean, how you doing?
Good evening,
Hey.
Cecilia.
Cliff, no transplant shock for the 3 trees.
Oh, nice.
They took really good.
What's he watch?
I don't know. What were you watching? Molly wants to know.
Paul.
Paul.
It's the
Oh, on
Sandra
Netflix.
Bullock movie with the alien.
Paul? I don't know. You just said Paul.
Yeah, it's
Jason Bateman, Simon Pegg, Stephen Frost movie.
what's his,
Oh, and Sigourney Weaver.
yes.
Oh.
As the man. And there's Sean. Good evening, Sean. Jay. Let's see. Let me get it. See if I can get everybody. Good evening, Sean. Cecilia, Molly, Dez, Grace, Dan, Kathy, Moose, Barbecue, Grace. I think I got already, and Devil Dog. Good evening,
Dez.
ladies and gentlemen.
Don't forget Dez.
I got Dez.
Alrighty.
Oh, there's also Shore.
Yeah, Jamaican shore fishing.
I did not see that in here.
He's way up there, but he's there.
He was on earlier.
Yeah, I can only scroll up so far on this because I just barely got here.
Yeah.
Before you
Yes.
log off tonight, Cliff, I got some updates, things I got to tell you.
That's a long drive, Sean. Long drive.
If you haven't heard yet.
I haven't heard anything. I haven't been on here in like 2 days.
Well, you'll find out. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm waiting because I should have figs here probably towards the end of springtime.
Nice.
Yeah, because even when they're small, they'll still produce fruit.
What kind of fruit are you growing there, Cliff?
Mostly citrus and apples.
Can you make pemmican with apples?
Don't know.
Apples.
I've seen it done with berries, but not with apples.
Applesauce. You can also dehydrate them into apple chips.
You can also do apple leather.
I'll probably do banana chips.
And don't forget apple juice, apple cider. What was that, love? We feel like Bubba Gump. We're just gonna come naming off recipes.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do it with citrus.
Yeah, I just need to get a ruler out there. Oh, I need to take my T-square out there, start taking photos with it, and how high it's getting. Like every couple of weeks.
Nice.
I camped out in my backyard over the weekend due to circumstances, Cliff.
There were no circumstances. You just wanted to camp out in the backyard and
I was supposed to go to the
Flea
flea
market
market this weekend, Cliff. I got sick on Friday. I had a 99-degree temperature. And Jenny and Ian said no. So I stayed home since I couldn't go out anywhere, so I decided to camp in my backyard.
yeah, how'd that go?
First night I did something I forgot one key important thing in my little tent setup, which was the Life Better one with the cot. I forgot to put down a sleeping pad under the tent, but on top of the cot.
Oh,
My sleeping bag was perfect. It didn't have any issues, except for the fact that I'm not used to sleeping in a mummy bag. And with my knee, I got to have a pillow in there and all those other squeezing thingies. And my shoulders and upper body and my head was sticking out, and it got cold. Was not really happy. I did not do well. But I changed that for Sunday when I stayed outside again. And I added this blanket folded underneath my sleeping bag as well, and that I slept like a baby.
Nice.
Same temperature. It was like 40 degrees. And
I'm crying every 2 hours for food.
I did not even my feet didn't get cold once. I was barefoot inside my sleeping bag.
Nice.
So I highly recommend if anybody can get a negative 30-degree sleeping bag to do so, because they come in handy. And don't think you can't get cold in New Mexico. I know you can.
Don't get that cold.
You don't get down to the 40s?
Not the negative 40s.
No. But just think, if you're in the 40s and you need that sleeping bag, you still got 70 degrees to play with to keep yourself warm. It's like tropical.
The bag that I took when I went camping at the meetup was a 40-degree bag. I was fine in that.
Yeah, but it was also summertime too.
Still got down to like 40. I've got over here. I don't need I've got a 0-degree mummy bag if I have to. I'll sleep in that.
I didn't need a ground cover because I was using a cot. My tent is one of the options you have. You can sit it on top of a cot and attach it. I just didn't have a sleeping pad underneath there for insulation. I used my military thermarest sleeping pad under there, and oh my gosh, the difference was like night and day. Give me a second, I'll shut this off. Make things a little easier. There we go. There it goes. Changed my. I didn't get washed out as much.
Yeah.
I remember. I've been in Flagstaff. My sister Joni actually lived there for a while.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
was in that area, going
Freezing.
to Albuquerque and everything. Anyway,
I remember it was snowing, freezing, wind is blowing.
My bus froze over.
Molly's bus froze over one night.
Jeez.
yeah, she was. That's right. She was a bus driver.
Oh, why now?
Coach driver.
Oh, I was getting ready to call her Miss Frizz.
It wasn't a bus, it was a coach.
Still a bus,
It was a luxury.
It was a luxury bus.
but I don't think Molly has really bright red hair.
And
No.
a chameleon pet.
We don't know that for sure about Molly because anything could happen down in Texas.
She got an armadillo. She's got a Texas speed bump as a pet.
No, they actually do have lizards, big lizards down in Texas.
Yeah.
They had them in San Antonio. They'll have them down where they're at. I mean, we're talking about that big or bigger. And that's the small ones.
Not where we're over here. We just got the small ones. I haven't seen any big lizards here.
Is that the one? I mean, the ones that when I was there over Thanksgiving during basic training, they actually opened up the door of the house that they farmed us out to, and there was a lizard sticking to the door.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure if it was a chameleon or whatever it was, but it could climb on a metal door.
Yeah, most lizards can.
No, Kathy, that earthquake was in West Texas, that 5.3.
Nope, I ain't had an earthquake here since the dawn of time.
Uh-oh. Greyhound bus was pulled over by several police officers.
Immigration.
Immigration. The coyote was driving.
That bus must have been cold
Mm-hmm.
since it was covered by ice.
Oh, by the way, there can be only one.
Mouse?
No. They got
Dog?
white smoke. They got white smoke in the Vatican today.
Oh, yeah. I finally picked a new one.
Yeah.
I saw a meme on
This is not Trump.
Instagram that was actually pretty cool. It shows the Catholic with their smoke notifications of a new pope.
Yeah.
And then they showed the Southern Baptist, a Baptist congregation for a new clergy, and they're barbecuing. That's how they celebrate theirs.
Oh, looks like Sean's taking off because he's saying be safe.
Be safe, Sean.
Yeah.
Love you,
Yeah,
brother.
No, I just had to say that. There can be only
Hi,
one.
Sean.
Well, on that note, isn't Henry Cavill going to be the new Highlander?
Yes.
I have no idea.
That I think we think he is. They're
They're
redoing.
already filming.
Yeah, they're already filming the new remake.
We'll see how it does.
That remains to be seen. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but he is a stickler for the classic. So if the stories, he doesn't like going off the reservation on his storylines too much. So, which is not too bad.
He's a nerd just like us.
You just got flipped off, Cliff.
Oh, Blake in here? Yeah.
Oh. He's been in here.
Welcome
Yeah.
back, Blake. Back at you, buddy. Because it's not. It doesn't feel right if I don't get the finger from Blake.
Yeah, but you don't specify which finger.
He's only got 2 fingers unless he wants to use the third middle lower finger, and yeah, that's gonna be weird.
But you would still laugh because he did it.
Could be the left finger, could be the right finger,
Could be the ring finger.
could be the wrong finger.
Could it be Goldfinger?
No. So how much rain did you guys get, Jason?
Actually, not a whole lot. Let me see what is official at the airport.
Because I seen a post that you threw on there. I made the comment somebody's going to need a lot of rain gear.
Well, I mean, I saw that you had flash flood warnings, you had tornado warnings, possible lightning strikes, all that. But then I got,
It got weak as soon as it
you know,
got
1 inch.
Ooh, I think we got more than that. It
We got 1
rained
inch.
like majority of yesterday.
we got
Well,
none.
We've gotten 4 inches in 7 days.
So not bad.
We actually got over 80 today.
Inches of rain?
No temperature.
Why? Why now? I was fine until like, rain. Why are you so? Oh, I hate myself.
You're allergic to Blake.
No, I just like I sat here and ate. In the last 30 minutes, I was doing fine. Then I get up here, and all of a sudden, my brain is telling me go to sleep. I'm like, no, you booger. I'm on the live stream. I'm like all tired now.
What'd you have?
Nachos. Haven't had nachos in a while, so I had to eat.
How
nachos.
spicy?
What?
How spicy were they?
I don't know. Whatever the Tostitos do, whatever. However spicy this is. Oop, my sunflower seed fell off.
It wasn't spicy.
No, that's just the standard, like medium.
Did you eat those jalapenos yet?
No, I still got them on my plant outside.
Okay. No, the ones you picked.
Oh no,
The other
they're
day.
drying. They're sitting there. That one's sitting there drying out slowly.
Oh, okay.
It looks like a wrinkled old man's
So that's your seed one,
finger.
right?
Yeah, one of them. I got another one back there.
By the way, I found out this thing makes a really good poncho.
Yeah, that's what most Mexicans make ponchos with.
I
Right.
should have brought out my cloak pan, but I
Hispanics.
didn't. Not macho business.
Yeah, that nacho business. What I ate for dinner, nacho business.
We had Iowa chops and potato salad.
Ooh, potato salad sounds good. Except for the problem is that potato salad's expensive now because eggs are freaking still priced astronomically.
We got a couple dozen eggs still.
I've been running across news articles for chicken breeders, and they're like, "This is getting ridiculous. We can't keep up with supply and demand because everybody wants to get chickens because egg prices are going up." And the freaking chicken breeders are like, "We can't keep up with y'all wanting these damn chickens."
Oh, I mean, I walked into Tyson's a while back, and this guy when we were bringing out the new broods and stuff for them to sell, he got every one of them as they came out onto the floor.
All right, guys. I'll be back in a bit.
All right. Some
Every
people are just
freaking one.
douchebags. It's like you can't spread the wealth. No, you got to get every last one of them all at once.
Well, I mean, he said he's been in there like 4 times before, and they've been sold out. So,
Yeah. Well, that's
so-
a problem I'm having with Tractor Supply. Almost every time I go over there, they're out. I know when they get the new stock in. I just don't want to sit there for 4 hours waiting for chickens.
well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You know, you know how many you can handle where you're at.
Well, well, it's not how many I can handle. I have to buy a minimum of 6 regardless.
No, I meant how much can your property handle?
I don't know, probably 20 or 30, but I'm only getting 6 for now because I don't have the space for that many.
Are you going to let them free range a little bit?
Sort of when I'm here.
That's what I meant.
I can let them roam around for a little bit when I'm outside, and pretty much. Well, I'm gonna when I get the stuff set up, I'm gonna have a little pen for them, not just the box itself that I put together. That nice little pen. I'm gonna actually make a outer cage for them as well, so they'll have an inner cage for protection, and then the outer cage.
You're going to have like a chicken run where they can move around and stuff like that.
Yeah, something a little bit bigger than what they're gonna be having in.
Or you're going to do like a chicken tractor type situation.
No, I'm not gonna do a chicken tractor. Chicken tractor down in my yard would be pointless. I don't have grass.
Yeah, but they can use the gravel.
I don't have gravel down here. I have sand and rocks.
Well, that's what I meant. Yeah, you got to be careful. They will eat your garden. Hey, hon.
No, they'll pick all
Is
the
the
bugs
heat
out. But the
on?
problem is I don't want them eating all my worms.
No, it's on cool.
Could we turn it off?
Yes, hold on a minute.
Put it on high.
I'm already freezing.
freezing, and I'm
I
just.
can see him shivering.
I'm literally cold.
Yeah, drama king.
I'm not suffering from hot flashes either.
There. It's on.
Yeah, I unfortunately, Molly, I can't build a bunch of chicken tunnels all over my yard because
Oh, you could.
no, I can't because people walk around a lot and they're gonna trip over everything because nobody knows how to walk or lift their feet in my house.
What you need is ones that move.
Chicken tunnels don't move. Once you put a chicken tunnel down, it stays there.
Yeah. Sort of
That's
like
the
a
whole
big
purpose
giant,
of the chicken tunnels.
like a giant slinky tunnel, you know, and you just lift it up and move it to a new location.
Yeah, it doesn't do any good because I don't have large piles of big ants. I have the little tiny ants, and yeah, those are.
There's not enough for them to feed, be kept fed. Yeah, I get it.
No,
And you don't want them near your vegetables because they'll just pretty much just decimate those.
they'll eat the leaves. They won't touch the vegetables, but the problem is I don't want them getting all my worms.
Right. Just keep them away from your compost bin then.
I was going through. I repotted. Well, I didn't repot. I added new soil to the bottom of the plant because it needed new soil because the plant had already compressed itself to the point where it was like 4 or 5 inches below the top of the pot that I have it in.
Right.
So I had to pull the whole plant out, which, by the way, was a pain in the butt. So I had my dad help me. Soil almost broke apart entirely, but luckily there was enough root matter that it actually held the block together, and I just added like 8 inches of dirt, about 6 inches of dirt on top of it. Redid the drainage on the bottom with the mulch, and I just put that back in the pot, and I just finished that like about 2 hours ago. I finished working on that.
Kathy says they don't eat ants. I thought chickens would eat anything.
I figured if it moved, they would peck it.
I
But,
thought they were omnivores.
yeah, they'll eat their own chickens. They'll eat bits of meat. They'll eat corn. Bugs. But I don't have a good enough bug farm to feed them.
Let's see. Somebody, I see. What was I watching? They did.
Oh God, Kathy, I am growing potatoes, corn, beans, like 6 varieties of beans. I have squash, the melons. I don't know the name of the melon, unfortunately. I have again. Let's see, potatoes. I have apples, 3 varieties. Golden Delicious, Ambrosia, and Fuji. I have cherries, which trees haven't died, but they're not doing really much at the moment. But that's cherry trees for you. I also have, peas, carrots, radishes, corn, eggplant. What else do I have? Rosemary, onions, multiple varieties of onions.
Hey, hon. Weird question. I put a
And garlic.
right there. What is it? No.
The chickens,
No.
they automatically know
I
which
put it
plants
up
not
on
to
my
eat.
green wool blankets. I set it right there.
I don't know. I think Ian took it.
Oh, it's one of mine.
Well, I don't know.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Give me a second.
I don't have tomato plants at the moment, so no nightshade there, but I do got bell peppers at some point. Ooh, and all of the corn that I planted in my one planter, my test planter, all of them germinated, so I have 100% germination, and I put 1 seed each
Really?
in the hole, so I only put 1 kernel each. All of those germinated. The corn that I put in front in my main box, my 6x3 garden planter by the fence, every one of those that I planted has germinated. So right now, as it stands, all of my corn is a 100% germination rate.
Awesome.
So I'm super happy on that one.
Hopefully get a good yield off of it.
I'm really hoping. I did have to replant a couple of beans because, like I said, that frost we had, like after the 15th, just kind of toasted a lot of my stuff. I'm just waiting for them to pop back up again. Yeah, they'll eat the heck out of like the peppers. So you just dry peppers and you crunch them up and you just throw them out. You mix them in with the bird feed,
Oh yeah.
and they go absolutely
Hi,
nuts
Deb.
for it. You can do the same thing. Hey Deb, how's it going? You can do the same thing, Kathy, with eggshell. So
Hey, Deb.
you like powderize the eggshell and then you like mix it in with their grain as well, like their feed, and that'll it helps strengthen their eggshell so they really
Clam
thick
shells will do.
eggshells.
Crushed clam shells will do the same thing.
Yeah, they'll eat the eggshells and they'll repurpose the calcium that they consume for their own
Yeah,
eggs.
that's what I'm talking about. We have an abundance of like river clams and stuff. A lot of people here crush up those up and put them in there with their chicken coops. Sorry,
I don't
folks.
have clams over here because I'm too far inland.
Well, we can get river clams in some places.
I don't know if you heard it or not, Jason. I was reworking my orange tree. I had to pull it out of the plot. I had to pull the whole thing out of the pot, redo all the soil in it on the bottom, because all of the like 2-inch layer of mulch that I had on the bottom for drainage,
Yeah.
90% of it was gone,
Really.
decomposed. There was so much worm casting stuff in there, like everything was just gone. So I had to redo that. I had to put another about a 3 or 4 inch layer on the bottom again. Put about another 4 inches of dirt on top of that, and then repotted the whole. Just dropped it right
Did you
back
need to put
in.
some more worms in or no?
Huh?
Was there worms already in?
Oh,
that?
there was a ton of worms in that thing.
Okay.
Oh, you could have gone fishing.
I probably pulled out a solid, like, not a joke, about a cup's worth of worms.
Ooh.
How big were
Just
they?
from the stuff that I sifted off the bottom and the stuff I scraped off the top.
How much? How many?
That thing probably had about a half inch of worm castings under the mulch layer I had on top of it.
I
That's
mean,
pretty
how
good.
many worm? How big were the worms?
They were small worms.
Red ones?
When they're compressed, they were only like, I think I had one that was maybe like 1 or 2 inches long, but
Oh, they're not like giant night crawlers we have here.
no, they're just your standard red wigglers.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
But yeah, I had a ton of them.
So Cliff has worms.
I did. I started separating them. I started grabbing them and just started randomly putting them in some of my other bins,
Oh, that's good.
just so they can do what they got to do over there. But the problem with that tree is I got to deal with the ant. There's a freaking ant colony inside the dirt.
Yeah, I know.
Hard.
This one hasn't collared my tree, thank God. So I would be pissed if they collared my tree.
You need to figure what's a good method for getting rid of them.
Little tiny crazy black ants, damn near impossible.
I mean, there's got to be something.
Yeah, diatomaceous earth. Just sprinkle it up on top. They don't
Yeah, but
like
I don't want to kill all the good bugs. Because I had roly-polies in there too,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't want to kill all my pill bugs.
Okay, how long does that stuff work before you can replant?
I'm trying to listen to you and them.
Cornmeal.
Oh, cornmeal. They blow up.
Borax is what Cecilia says.
The problem is the borax kills everything.
It's just
Yeah.
like the diatomaceous earth.
Basic. No, DE only kills creepy the arthropods. Things with exoskeletons.
As Deb says, you may not have any choice.
Hey, I'm just killing them off little by little.
I saw a guy who was using for his chickens. He was actually pest removal. Jason, he was removing ground wasps from places, and he was using them to feed the chickens
Yeah.
and his ostrich.
Was he feeding the ostrich the chickens?
No, the hive from the hive. They would eat the ground hive, which some of them were like this big. He was feeding them to his chickens and his ostrich. All the larvae and the wasps and stuff.
Yeah, Kathy, I don't know if that's a question or a statement on that one, but Yeah, your best way to get more worms for your chickens is to literally just get like a watermelon, a head of lettuce, throw like 2 or 3 worms in there with a bunch of dirt, and the next thing you'll know, you have a half a bucket of worms.
There was a guy who was raising, was it flies for the fly larvae and using that.
Black fly larvae, yes.
And apparently they reproduce really quickly, and that, and they had a system where basically when the larvae come, they just drop down automatically.
Yep. You basically just you get a storage tote and you put it at about a 40-degree angle, run some piping on the inside with some basically like composting dirt, and you drill holes in it. Flies go in, lay the eggs, and then when the larvae are ready, they climb up the tube, come out, and then they just drop into a bucket.
I also saw a couple really cool chicken feeders that when they step up on them, the little doors open. When they step off, it closes them off, keeps the bugs and the other animals out of their feed.
Keeps the deer out of them is really what they're for.
Well, there was for just birds and other creepy crawlies too, but yeah, keeps the mice out, keeps the other birds out.
Unless you got a pet snake.
He was feeding a combination of corn and chicken feed.
Oh, green-fed chickens.
Yeah, see, with that one, though, Deb, I would be worried about the potatoes because if
They
they're
might
left on
grow.
the ground too long, or the potato peels, they'll actually start sprouting their own potatoes.
And is that a bad thing?
No, when you're trying to feed chickens, maybe, but I mean, if you're trying to grow potatoes, no.
Do they eat clover?
I have no idea. Chickens just eat whatever they want to eat, and whatever they don't want to eat is what they don't touch.
I've seen them eat lettuce. I've seen them eat a couple other things. I wasn't sure.
I've seen them eat Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yes, I know they'll eat chicken.
Somebody's got a video on that too. It's funny as heck too.
I mean, they are technically birds.
They're raptors.
They're tiny little dinosaurs. Just admit it.
Yeah, they're feathered dinosaurs. Yeah, they're speed chickens. That's what a velociraptor is. It's a speed chicken.
By the way, they are redefining what a dinosaur looked like, and most of them have feathers, including the T-Rex.
Alrighty.
Hey, Arlene, how you doing?
Friday.
So that's his name, huh?
Aha.
Jasper, not Jason.
Yeah. Yeah, I can take care of the chicken. I can take care of the raccoons.
Are we going to see you with a raccoon skin cap?
No, I can't keep them.
No, raccoon skin cap.
Rat? No.
No,
Raccoon.
raccoon.
No, I can't keep them.
Why not?
Out of season.
If you're doing it to protect your
Still can't keep them.
really,
Nope.
because we have an ordinance here that if they're in your crops or damaging your livestock, you have a right to take them down.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
you
yeah,
notify
I
the
can get rid of
DNR.
them. I just can't keep them because it's not fur bearing season.
But it's not like you're selling it. Just for personal use.
I don't have any tags for them. That's the problem.
Say what?
I don't have any tags for them.
Not yet. I'm sure you will.
I would have to wait till next September.
I wouldn't know what to do with a raccoon. The last time I got a raccoon, I ended up just burning it.
Why would you burn a raccoon?
Barbecue.
This is the one that him was a baby. He got into our attic, and he was like less than 15 feet from Ian. And he was like this big around. Big boar coon. I took him out with my bow. So I didn't want to leave him in my house. And I wanted to get rid of him. And I couldn't leave Ian alone. So when he
Gotcha.
went back to his mom, I took the raccoon to the big burn barrel and just burn him up.
That had to take a while.
It did. But
And I'm
we're,
pretty sure the whole neighborhood was like, "Who's smoking?"
we were on a farm in the outside of town, so it wasn't like something, majorly.
Gotcha.
Well, this was when Ian was just a baby. After his mom took off with someone else,
He was a wee lass.
wee lad.
Just a wee lad.
Yep. Now he's not a wee lad anymore. He's as tall as I am. And very, very skinny. He weighed himself today. He's like 133. He's getting chunky.
I'm taking poops.
Me, I'm on the opposite. I weighed myself today. 242.
I think I was at 210 when I weighed myself this morning.
I'm catching up with you, Cliff.
I'm also not-
down 72 to 74 pounds.
Yeah, I'm also not taking medication to force me to lose weight.
They say I needed to, but someone told me I looked gaunt. So, especially right here, the face.
Oh, my cookies.
Oh no, not the cookies.
What kind of cookies? Girl
Girl
Scout
Scout
cookies.
cookies.
Which type?
The chocolate ones.
Well, there's several chocolate ones.
Not that come in these packages.
The mint ones,
Yeah.
those are the good ones.
And these look weird.
How are they weird?
One, Thin Mints are usually round, 100%.
These are like flower shaped.
Yeah, and then they got holes in them.
Oh, they repurposed the other cookies. Okay.
Yeah, those were just like the fudge stripes style.
Yeah,
Oh,
sort
by the
of.
way, last one.
Last one.
Last one.
Ooh.
I still have so many freaking eggs.
Oh, you still got
And Jason still has his Yorkshire, his peppermint bunny.
That's going to take me a while to eat.
Well, I was
Little chuck-
where I was at in the middle of nowhere, and he was a threat to Ian as a baby, and the DNR said I had no other choice. Because the only thing that was separating Ian from that raccoon was a attic access door about this big.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Deb, on that one, why would the Humane Society have anything to do with that? That's more for cats and dogs. That would, raccoons and all that would be
DNR.
game warden.
Yep, it's DNR.
Yeah, and they drop them off at 1,000 yards. Yeah, they'll be back in about 2 days.
That's like barely outside the city, 1,000 yards.
Be well there, Deb. We'll see you when you get back.
All right.
She's probably at the store.
Yeah, she said she was at Walmart buying stuff.
Yeah, she was getting her groceries.
Yeah.
Eat everything.
Not around here. It's
I was gonna say
the
the Humane Society ain't. No, that's all game. That's all fish and game.
because raccoons go under game animals.
Mhm.
What a haul!
Monty Hall, you remember him? was that the what was the name of that one?
Mutual
The
welcome.
costumes.
Monthly haul.
Let's
Monthly.
make a deal.
Deal or no deal?
No, that's somebody else.
Wheel of misfortune, spin, spin, spin. Tell us what.
You wouldn't tell me you would not want to love to spin that wheel at least once.
Wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn.
Oh,
That's a lesson that we should learn.
Those ones were always good ones, man. They were always half of them
Mhm.
made absolutely no sense. They were just random AF.
Dude
Oh.
Perfect has got a wheel of misfortunate. And the guys have to spin the wheel and see what happens to him. One of the guys had to shave his eyebrows.
I don't know what it is. The human body looks so weird without eyebrows.
It defines the face. Otherwise, you look,
Like an alien.
like Conehead. Coneheads don't have eyebrows either. At least I don't think they do.
Those eggs are so much nicer when they're chilled.
I can't remember when I've eaten candy.
I don't eat it very often.
The best I can do right now is I've been drinking a lot of sweet tea and coffee and milk, obviously, and
I
water.
mean, Cliff knows how long I've had this candy.
Yeah, he's had that thing for a while.
Months.
You've
Yeah.
had stuff longer, Cliff,
Yeah, but Jason's item only had 5 things in it, and he's had that thing for months.
because he's been savoring it. He has to. 'Cause he won't get
Savoring the
it
Oreos
next
that I
year.
got today.
Huh?
I said I'm gonna be savoring the Oreos I got today.
Whoops Goldberg. What?
Whoopi Goldberg. No, the freaking my Kroger had Oreos on sale. They were 3 for $10.
Oh, another one?
Like, I can't
Oh.
pass that up when they're normally
Ooh,
$4.99.
Look what I just got.
Ooh. So that wasn't the last one. Well, it's broken now.
No, this is a Reese's, not a Cadbury.
I know, but now that technically that wasn't the last one. Then where'd you get that one from?
Molly just handed it to me.
Well, Molly's been hoarding them.
Oh yeah.
That's probably Molly's last one, and now it's Jason's.
I'll probably save this for Saturday, Cliff.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, because as of Saturday, I will be going from 8 to 5.
Oh, okay. Whoopi Goldberg has no eyebrows. Okay.
Wait, 8 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Your work schedule?
Yep.
Oof, they're getting you in later to.
Much later.
Giving
Yes.
him banker's hours.
That's a 4. That's what
6 hours.
2 hour shift. From in time.
Just think of it this way: you get to sleep in.
No. I'll still be up at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, that'll give them time to make a 4-course breakfast.
I usually don't eat breakfast.
Just think of
I
the
might
chores you can get done before work.
Well, I'll have a couple snacks while I'm at work. A couple little, packages of the Ritz crackers with peanut butter or cheese.
Cheese and
Or-
crackers.
Yeah, a little bit of snacks and all that. But I usually don't eat until like noon.
But you work at Lowe's. Lowe's doesn't really have a really good snack area.
might.
They did. It got expensive.
Yeah. The one thing I like about Tyson's, they actually have some like the old timey stuff, like old fashioned lemon drops and stuff like that,
Well,
and homemade, local made root beer.
put it this way, it's cheaper for me to buy a soda off the floor than it is out of the vending or out of the break room.
I bet.
It was the opposite before. It used to be $1.10. I'll try $2.75 for a soda out of the break room.
For a 12-ounce can.
No, for
Yeah,
60
it's a bottle.
soda. And I can go to the floor and pay $1.90.
Wow.
Should be cheaper at the register.
Yes, it is.
2 liter.
Huh?
Go to Walmart and get a 2 liter.
Oh yeah, I can. Or better yet, I can go down to 777 and get a big old bottle of Cactus Cooler, which will go. Half of it will go flat because I won't be able to drink it all.
I guess Grace doesn't eat much candy either.
Yeah.
Grace, you got? I got one. I have. Well, I don't have any more in here, but I was using this Puroline. I'd had Halloween candy in here from last year. I finally finished it off last month.
So that's a completely tin container, right? With metal lid too. Oh, char cloth.
Nope, char oak.
Oh, I was going to say char wood too. So yeah, I was going to say no one's really done a lot of that ones yet.
Uh huh.
I know you have. I pointed at you.
No, I didn't do it.
I thought, who did?
Do what?
Damn.
Oh, Dan. Oh, sorry, Dan. I know you're here somewhere, but
He fell asleep. I don't know. I probably could do char cloth rounds in this. I mean, that's a 4-inch round.
Do like some. I mean, I've heard people use tea towels, cotton, 100% cotton tea towels. Just roll them up, stick them in there, and do it that way.
Cheaper to get Levi's.
No, Dan says he didn't.
Yeah, he did the little tin.
Oh,
The little
you did do char wood there.
Yes.
I remember that. He got the 4 different tins and did that. I remember that.
Devil
Oh,
Dog
he
said he
did
did
one
not fall
tin.
asleep.
I watched that video.
Put the punk wood in one,
Eddie,
and
Hardwood in another.
and then
he did not fall asleep.
Oh, he said he didn't fall asleep.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
yeah, like, and he put a little wedges of the oak, and the oak lit better than the pine did.
Yeah, so the punk wood was not good at all for charring.
Somebody said in there, "Well, just grind it up, turn it into a powder." I'm going. "No, I was thinking the same thing. To get it to light better.
Oh, he used hickory.
Oh, hickory. That's what it was.
Well, that's still pretty good though.
Yeah.
As long as you have it, that's pretty cool.
We got a couple of cookie tins. I don't
I
have any.
remember the
hickory.
big candy tin, the big metal ones that usually get turned into sewing kits back in the day.
Oh,
Those
those flat blue cookie tins.
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
little,
the one-
little scene on the top.
The little shortbread cookies.
Yeah, they make really good sewing tins.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, there's one there.
Dan said he tried grinding it up and said no go on that.
Oh,
But Cliff, I seen somebody take 100% cotton tea towel, roll it up, like a little roll, stick it in something like you got, and make that whole thing char material.
Yeah, most likely what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to where the C and the O and the K are. I'm probably just going to take the grinder, hit that with a grinding wheel, and just turn this into a coin tin.
Oh, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that, making it into a bank.
Nope. Take me forever to fill this, considering I separate my coins.
looking forward to that there, Dan.
Are you going to record some more, or are you going to do go live or whatever?
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see more. Actually trying different types of wood. We know pine's not going to do it, but the hickory, because I know he was trying to get one of the pine to light, and he accidentally lit the hickory.
Right.
It
With,
happened to be
with,
too close
with the ferro rod.
Yeah.
He forgot his flint and steel. That's why he ended up having to use his ferro rod.
Yeah, I keep randomly finding mine. Just keep popping up everywhere. I keep finding my freaking blanket pin just all over the place.
And maybe it's trying to tell you something, Cliff.
Yeah, not to leave it in random obscure locations where I keep.
Or you can say maybe you need to practice.
No,
Skill set. You got to practice it.
well, I can get that going right now.
Oh, that sounds good. There, Dan. No, Grace. It is actually it's a vendor. They actually have the refrigerators in there now, where you can open it up, grab it, go over to the pay area, and pay for it. And they also got sandwiches in there.
I think he's talking about your work. She's talking about your work vending machine.
The
one
break
in your
room.
break room.
No, that's what I'm talking about. The break room. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They actually have a tenant come in there, and it's almost like a convenience store where you open it up, then you go in and you pay for it.
Oh, so it's not an actual like a pop machine.
No, it's not a pop machine no more. They got rid of those. But yeah, like I said, those little breakfast sandwiches, those little itty bitty ones, are $4.50.
Ouch.
Ew.
Yeah.
We hit up a Dunkin' Donuts for that price.
Yeah, go down the
Oh,
street.
Dunkin' Donuts are not that good.
10 cents more.
I can't even do donuts anymore.
Yeah, it's a separate company that goes in there and sets up. It's almost like a convenience store setup. So you got your sodas, you have your chips, you have sandwiches in a cold refrigerator where they also have like little burritos, sandwiches. What else?
That's
Some
Sparks.
kind of stuff. They got
That's
fast
good. Sparks.
Yeah.
I saw some bright ones.
yeah, they got
You're
all kinds
different than I do, but
I mean, they do have a lot more choices than what the
Good job.
did. Yeah.
So there you go. See, I can do flint and steel.
Hey, you got to practice the skill set. Like I said,
That flint, when you got a good char cloth like this, it don't take much.
that makes a big difference, though, having decent char cloth.
Oh yeah.
I got a whole jar full of it.
If it's even a little bit damp, then you're screwed. If they don't help you.
I got 2 tins.
Now, here's a question. Is it the desiccant packets you can put in there to keep the moisture down?
No, I don't keep a desiccant packet. There's got a hole in it. Look at
No,
that thing
but-
just going.
To keep the moisture out.
I can feel the heat coming off of this just holding this.
Be careful, you will burn your fingers.
Oh, I know. I'm just watching this thing cook over here.
Well, don't put it back in there.
He's got it in the lid.
Yeah, I think these things again. Like I said, when I made these, I made them out of denim, so they are.
Oh, that's
thick.
the good ones. Yeah, that's probably why.
Like
Yeah.
12 sheets in here.
I've got plenty of pants that I can cut up later on down the road, but not right now.
Ah, I can feel that through the bottom of the tin.
That's hot. Yeah. No, Grace. I was complaining to him. It's like buying a bottle of wine where it has to legally go through 3 hands before it can be sold. The guy started laughing. Boom.
Close the lid. Watch me catch the whole thing on fire.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys, my knee is starting to really hurt.
Already.
So I may not be on much longer. Cliff, I'll catch up with you later. Catch up what's going on with me. So if Jason doesn't tell you, which is okay.
No, not my story to tell.
Wah!
Okay. Thank you, Jason, for allowing me to be up. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for allowing me to hang out with you guys. And talk to you soon, Cliff.
All right. Be well. Be safe. Have a good one.
You
Good night,
too. Night, everybody.
Night, Jim Bob. Night, Mary Sue.
Oh, now I can see you better.
Well, if you put your glasses on, you'd be able to see me just fine.
They're on.
They're on.
It's amazing how that works.
Looked for your glasses.
Who?
You.
Yeah, I usually have them right here.
Yeah, see, I got a ton of these things.
Oh, I forgot to do that for my dinner. I forgot to put the Tabasco sauce on my dinner.
Ooh, Jason failed.
I'll put it on my sandwich tomorrow.
I have no shortage of those things, and it really just, I take like a little square. I don't use the whole sheet. That's
No.
why I made them so long, 'cause I can break them up into like 6 or 8 pieces. Because you don't need a huge piece to get a fire going. You just need enough to get your tinder bundle going.
Now, would it work better if it was powdered?
Huh?
Would it work better if it was powdered
No.
instead of a bundle? No? Okay. I didn't know. That's why I was
It'll
asking.
work better. Okay, so it'll work in a powdered form if you crush it up. But the problem is you can't blow on it.
Oh, okay.
So you if you leave that spark on there, you have to like let it heat up that whole pile, or slowly put your bundle on top of it so it transfers the heat up.
Well, I figured
If
you'd make
you
little
try to
birds.
blow on it, that it's going everywhere.
I thought you'd just make a bird's nest and then you put it inside there and then you spark it inside there.
Well, you can, but I mean, essentially, it'd be the same thing as if you're using charcoal. Like when
Yeah.
you get charcoal powdered up, that stuff gets on you everywhere.
Yeah.
Like it starts turning your fingers black.
Mhm.
So you try getting a pinch of that, putting it over there. Yeah, you'd have to carry like one of those like little tiny old, like the not Dairy Queen, Baskin Robbins like sample spoons, those little pink ones.
Mhm.
You'd have to keep one of those in with the powder so you can scoop it and set it on there.
Yeah, because I've noticed when I'm down to my last bag or the last of the bag of the charcoal, and I pour it in the chimney, that's the easiest thing to light in the world. But if I do the very top of the bag, it's hard to get lit.
Yeah, it's charcoal. And what I hate this so-called easy light charcoal. There's no such damn thing.
Oh, no, it just smells funky because of all the fuel all over it, and that's not what I want on my food. I said, I love those charcoal starters. Those little chimneys. Those things are awesome.
Yeah, they got tons of them on sale right now at Smith's. They're good for just about starting everything. You throw a couple of sticks in there, and you. I mean, technically, they will work as a rocket stove.
It kind of is.
I mean, it doesn't have a lot of holes on the bottom, but that doesn't mean you can't go over there with, like, oh, I don't know, a drill. Just drill a couple of holes down at the bottom of that thing, and then bam, yeah,
No, the whole bottom is a hole.
tons of rocket stove. But yeah, I mean, that's essentially little mini rocket stoves.
I've cooked off the top of them
Oh
with
yeah,
just with a couple of pieces of charcoal.
yeah, a couple. Yeah, they're like 4, 5, 6 briquettes down there, and yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah, I think I put like 10 in there, a nice little bed. Oh yeah, and yeah, it gets hot.
Coffee tin lid too would help. That's about the same size as the standard number 10 can.
You know what fits on there? And those grates for the gas stoves fit on there.
Yes. Yeah, because those you can just. No, what works too is the stove lids, the cast iron stands for the stoves for like your electric stoves, your old gas ones. Those will sit right on there too.
And you also know what fits? Expanded steel. Cut the fit.
Yes, 100% yes on that. I've used
Yeah.
pieces before to grill on.
Take the corners, and you just tab the corners down and it fit right up on top of there.
Yup. Yeah, I've got a like nice 1 foot by, I think it's like 1 by 10.
Mhm.
I use around here. I just set it on stuff, and I use that to cook things randomly. I'll just set it like on the fire pit and hang it
It's
off.
almost, it's almost like a hobo camp stove. I'm gonna have to.
It
I'm gonna
really
have,
is.
I'm gonna have to do a little video on that. Get some.
We're pretty good.
I need to get some more expanded steel though. That'll cost me about $30 for 2 feet by 2 feet, and I just have to cut it.
That stuff is everything's gotten expensive, and I'm not going to say why, but we all know why.
Because of the greedy corporations.
Yes. Amongst a few other things.
Now, Dan, if you want to come up, it links at the top, Dan.
He smells funny. He doesn't want to come up here.
Mm. Or he can go get Herbert, and Herbert can come up.
Oh yeah, he can get Herberty. Herberto. Herberto. The camera is not where it's supposed to be. There we go. That's better.
No, I've had enough sweets for a couple days. Oh, yeah. So yeah, carrots. Almost all the carrots are starting to pop up now. So it looks like I got baby
Nice.
turf. It looks just like what is
Grass.
it? Yeah, the grass coming up. It looks just like it.
And then once you'll see those leaves get to a certain size, and then you'll see that middle one pop up.
I mean, they're probably about almost 2 inches tall now.
Jeez, mine are going slow, but I've also got them covered under mulch.
No, mine it's all open and looks like little baby grass coming up, and they're still pretty sparse apart. I got them almost pretty even just by shaking them on there and patting them in there.
Yeah, I sprinkled mine in there, and then I kind of stupidly mixed them into the dirt. But I've got carrots in multiple sections, so I am not worried about running out of carrots right now.
Yeah, I think what helped was putting the cardboard on top right after seeding and leaving it on there for about 5 days.
I could black plastic it, but
Yeah, that was just to help keep that top layer moist.
that's why I put mulch on mine.
Yeah, but then the seeds are kind of deep though.
Yeah, they reach for the ground. So the stuff that I planted, where is it? My sunflower seed mix that I planted up front on the other side of the fence for my rows.
Wait a minute. Is Herbert playing? Excuse me. Is Dan playing Call of Duty?
Yes, he's playing Ghost.
I did. I enjoyed that one. I actually paid for the extra voice. of Arlie Ermy. It was funny as heck.
Gotta get another container for these. But yeah, so my sunflowers, I planted these things, almost 4 inches deep.
Yeah, I can
I
see
threw
those
them
in the mulch.
I threw them I didn't even mulch them. I threw them in the bottom of the trench
Mm-hmm.
and covered them with like 3-4 inches of just soil, like
Well,
topsoil.
it's a lot bigger seed. It's got a larger endosperm.
Yeah, well, some of them are not. Some of these are actually tiny as heck.
But I meant compared to the carrot seeds.
Yeah, compared to a carrot seed, yes, they're a little bigger.
A little, try a lot.
I don't know. My carrot seeds don't look small. Trust me, I got some fat ones. I'm trying to find I know I got a blend in here that's got like really tiny seeds. Where you at? There you are. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. So out of all of my seeds, this one here is the smallest.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing is like micro. I've got carrot seeds almost that size. Just because of how my carrots end up growing over here. Like, they just go nuts. But yeah, I planted these down there, and it's a mix of all of them. So there's the, I've got the ones for the mammoth. So there's the mammoth ones. There's the other set of mammoth.
3 years. I'm afraid to get back online. I'll never get off.
Don't bother requesting a friend. I don't even know why you bothered. You still haven't accepted the one I sent you.
Well, like I said, I haven't been on in 3 years.
Yeah, so don't do it. It's a trap.
Yeah, I know. I probably have to spend 3 days doing all the upgrades, all the firmware upgrades.
Oh God, yeah, you'll be on that for forever. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to my sunflower wall. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, that was actually one of the smallest seeds in there. It's an interesting mix too, because I just have everything. Like 3 varieties of mammoths. That one has got a hole in it. That's got a bug in there. So let's throw that in the trash. So the bugs don't eat the rest of my seeds. But yeah, like I said, a lot of these I mixed with some of the stuff that I'd harvested from one of my other plants.
Yeah, I still forgot to plant those seeds. I need to do that tomorrow. I know, but I get off at 2. Tomorrow's my short day. Thursday.
Yeah, something was eating into this one.
No. I start my new time on Saturday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah.
Potatoes.
What makes you consider just throwing onions up on that other section?
Okay. I just wanted a sandwich. We're discussing.
Which one?
Yeah, I just wanted a sandwich.
Sandwich.
A sandwich.
A samamich.
Yeah. Meatloaf sandwich. One of my favorites.
Isn't that technically still a burger?
It is. It's a cold burger with a slice of cheese, some mustard, and some mayonnaise.
It's a cold square burger.
Mm-hmm.
You could eat it on a hamburger bun. Shit, it's still technically, regardless of whatever you put ingredients you put in there, it's no different than what you would almost put if you're doing just ground beef and making patties.
But it tastes better.
That's a hard toss up on that one, but yeah, I wouldn't just complain about eating just like meatloaf for like a solid week.
It's a seasoned hamburger. That's what meatloaf is.
Yeah. So you can do this. Literally, you can do the exact same thing for meatloaf that you do for hamburger, and just it's the only difference why it's called meatloaf is because it comes in a bread form or in a big old pan
Yeah.
instead of a flat round pancake.
Yeah, it's beef sausage. Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hmm. I wonder if you can cook it in a can with some holes at the bottom so it'll drain. Then you got your in a tube to eat.
You know, you probably could.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had the right kind of can to cook that in.
Yeah, it'll probably cook a lot faster than because they're in smaller batches.
Like chili can.
Yeah, like a chili can, yeah.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would be.
I'd get a good sized tin if I'm going to do it. I'm going to do. I think this would be perfect for if you did it
For you, yeah.
meatloaf.
Yeah,
And
put a
then-
little hole in the bottom, put a little hole on top.
Yeah, and then just let it
Oh, neat.
drain out the bottom or whatever, and then get it out. Basically, like be like Spam, but then you could slice this, like slice it,
And put it on a bun.
and have your own like stack of burgers in a
Yeah.
can. I got burgers in a can.
Make them as thick or as thin as you want.
Rub cloth. I know gun cloth, but I don't know what rub cloth is. Is that a polishing thing? Oh, making fire like a long hunter.
Gun cotton.
Yeah, I know. No, it's
Um,
so it's what you do is you roll up a piece of material one way, nice and tight, and then you get another piece of material and you roll that one opposite direction, and you just roll it back and forth, and then it catches it basically starts its own friction fire.
well, put it this way, I'm not spending the money on gunpowder for that.
That's
It's too
an interesting. Yeah, that's interesting, Grace.
Yeah, I'm not spending over $40 for a pound to try that. You know,
Yeah, you
even
can
though
make
it takes
your
us a little bit, but
'Cause, I mean, that's essentially that's the same method of making gun cloth.
that's what I was thinking. Gun cloth, yeah. But yeah, like I said, for me to get black powder, I have to drive over an hour away to get it. For the stuff that I use, not the modern day stuff. I have to use the triple F.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, when you I read your comment up there, Grace. So yeah, no, I know what you're talking about now. So yeah, I was thinking the wrong thing when you said fire cloth or rub cloth. That's what I thought you were talking about. It was like
Oh.
that weird method of making fire with opposing forces. What is it? Yeah, gun cloth or whatever it's.
You can also take some of those little snappets, break it open, put that in your little bundle, and then fire that up.
You really the easiest way is just rub some charcoal on it. I mean that's essentially charcoal's what like one ingredient from black powder. It just doesn't have the sulfur to it to explode for.
Yep, the sulfur and the
Potassium nitrate.
yeah.
But yeah, you could probably send if you probably do that if you really wanted to. Just get the charcoal in the powder form, grind up charcoal, and then rub it on a wet pair of pants and let it dry. And I bet it would work the same way. I might have to try that. I still haven't popped open that corn yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Still sitting on the stalks.
No, is it?
Both both cobs that are just sitting there. Yeah, I expected them to do a little bit more, but we'll see if I can get at least 50% of that cob to actually have kernels on there. I'll be happy because then that'll be process closer to what I need to get for trying to make winter corn.
Yeah, I think winter corn would be awesome.
I just need to do it in a bigger pot. I don't think the pot that I had it in was good enough to support two stalks, but it's hard judging that stuff to figure out what you really need to do since I'm technically not a corn farmer. If I was a corn farmer, I could be having fun with these experiments, but
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just experimenting as a, entry level garden. I would, I don't know if I'd consider myself entry level or beginner because I don't know. We'll say I'm a sophomore.
yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to run the heat lamp during the wintertime just for corn.
I had because my citrus plants. That's the only reason why I have to keep them above 55.
Just
Even
so
though
survive.
it's gotten cold down here the last few nights because of the weather, but my plants have not toasted. It did not drop below 40.
So did you get enough rain the last past 2 days?
Oh my god, dude! I had enough to fill both of my 100 gallons off the house. I was actually out there last night getting wet and rained on under an umbrella because I was transferring water from my 100-gallon to both of my 55s, my 244s, and my 35.
Mm.
No, sorry, no, the 35 is already full because that one has Miracle Grow, basically fertilizer water. And then what I do is I dip my can in that one. I get about an inch or two, and then I fill up in the other one. So I do like a 1-to-4 ratio.
Yeah, you don't need a whole lot of fertilizer, just enough to give it a small feeding,
Yeah.
just a little bit more regular. I'm just trying to do all mine organically if I can, as much as possible.
I've got a ton of that Miracle Grow stuff because that's when it went on clearance last year for the holidays.
Yeah, I remember
right
you
before
bought a whole
wintertime.
lot.
I grabbed like 4 cans of it. So I have a ton of the stuff.
Oh, remember all the compost bins that I've been doing?
Yeah.
Guess how tall they are? They're about that tall.
Yeah, they dropped down quite a bit.
Yeah, I know. Those things are almost 4 feet tall.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's real good.
It's been over a year.
Yeah, has it already?
Yeah.
Damn. Time flies by quick.
You know, I need to go pull the rings up and probably turn them over. I'll probably turn one over into the other one and just start another one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. After I get some of the stuff that's on the bottom of one of them.
Some of the debris. The
I wonder how many earthworms are in it.
Oh, I bet you if you turn that thing over, there's probably hundreds of worms down there.
Might have to go fishing.
Maybe. Go get that damn snapping turtle.
Since I lost my other bait, I'm upset about that.
Oh, did the cat get it?
No. The refrigerator died, and guess where my catfish baits were? Uh-huh. So out in the trash they went. I was like, oh, man, I got to start all over again.
I mean, that would have been great if you're doing for well, no, the stinkier the bait, the better it is.
I had four. I was going to, give them a little bit thawed out, put a hook through them, and put it out in the river. And pray I don't get an alligator. I wanted the catfish.
Right. No, you get the catfish, and then the catfish gets the alligator.
Yeah.
And then you may or may not end up with the mosasaur trying to eat the alligator. Who knows?
Yeah, so that got set back. Not happy about that.
Well,
It is what it is. We weren't expecting the refrigerator to die, and it did.
nobody expects anything to just up and, when you're on vacation.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we don't know how old the refrigerator is because it was here when we got the place, and we plugged it in over 6 years ago. So we know it sat for 4 years, but I don't know when it was bought before they put it in the house.
Jeez.
And
Now
then
you
the
got a
house,
good run out of it.
yeah, and the thing was, the house wasn't air conditioned because there was no power to it. So I had a
Rob,
little
are you
bit of
looking in the mirror again?
greetings there, Rob.
He must be looking in the mirror.
Yeah,
Evening, Rob. Rob in the house.
got Rob saying
Rob
hello
in the
to the
car.
ladies. So Molly says hi back. Yeah, so that's setting us back almost what $1,200.
Yeah. Fridge. Sorry, fridges are expensive nowadays.
I know. It's like really.
Just give me like the standard shitty ones you always find in like most apartments. I'm fine with one of those. $200-300, and yeah, I'm good. That refrigerator is gonna be all I need.
I'm fine with that. They're not. It's gonna make ice. It's gonna make. It's gonna have cold water.
Man, you can get cold water at the dang sink.
Not here. Everything's warm.
Yeah, that's why you got. That's why you get an ice maker. Just set it on the counter.
No, actually, we got the ice maker next to the washer, and it can make up to 100 pounds of ice a day.
Yeah, you're not gonna go through 100 pounds of ice in a day.
But no, it can produce that.
Yeah, if you're probably filling a bag of ice here and there every couple of hours. Yeah.
Because I filled up the bag of ice. One of those. Was it the 10 pounders? Pull 10 pounds of ice out of it. 4 hours later, it's full.
Yeah. It's probably running on 20, 25, maybe 30-minute cycles.
Try 12-minute cycles.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that thing can pump out some ice.
That's a lot of ice.
That is a lot of ice.
Imagine hearing that.
Little baby ice.
Are they like the little cubes or the round ones, or the half
Uh,
flat rounds?
They're like the no, not the round ones. They're cubes. They're about half an inch squared.
Okay, so it makes the little ones.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it still pumps out a lot of ice.
Probably
Yeah.
melt pretty quick too, though.
Actually, no, it doesn't, because I have it here inside the shop where it's air conditioned, so it's a little bit colder, a little bit drier, and I mean, I've sat here for 2-3 hours before it started back up again.
Oh wow, that's not bad.
I mean, I have the air conditioner set on dry, and I have to have the heater on next to me because it is so cold in here. But I need to keep it dry in here because I don't have any roofing on top of the shop. Just a sheet of plastic and a tarp.
Yeah, that's gonna sweat.
Yeah, that darn tarp cost me almost $100
Oof,
from Harbor Freight, no less.
oof. Well, yeah, you have to get the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been cheaper just to go buy a roll of like 9 mil plastic from or from Lowe's.
I did. That's on the bottom of it.
We got just roll that on there twice.
3 times.
Yeah, that'd have been more than enough to keep that roof from getting wet.
Yeah, but I got the tarp to protect the plastic from the sun.
Eh.
Yeah. Like I said, unfortunately the house I am in is so old that we had to make sure that the new refrigerator will fit. That was hard to find because we had one choice to get and it barely fit. And I got
It's a nice fridge.
It is a nice fridge, yeah, but it was the height that we had to worry about because I only had 79 inches, 80 inches to work with. No,
70.
72 inches. 72 inches in height for it to fit underneath the cabinet. And I had to get it to fit in 33 inches. wide.
Yeah, we almost couldn't get. We had to actually take the refrigerator doors off of our refrigerator, and we had to pull out the bottom freezer drawer in order to get that in the house
Yeah.
because it wouldn't fit even sideways. That's why we had to take everything off. And our doors are wide enough for wheelchairs.
Yeah. No. We
It's
had
not
to,
refrigerator.
yeah, we had to bring ours in through the Arcadia door on the back side of the house. I mean, we were just happy enough to get that to fit.
Yeah, I can't remember which door is wider. I think it's the south-facing door is the widest door at like 34, 36 inches, but that fridge is like 40 inches wide or 40 inches deep.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, ours is sticking out about 4 inches from the edge of the counter.
Still fine.
But yeah, I got a refrigerator.
Yeah, you gotta clear the edge of the counter with the doors. You don't want the door opening and smashing into the corner of the counter.
Or up against the wall.
Yeah. Ours is in a spot where we have a cabinet frame around it. So and it sits on its own wall. It actually used to sit against the wall. So like imagine this is the doorway. That a refrigerator used to sit like right here next to the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Up against this like a wall in the kitchen. And it was always there, but when they remodeled the house, the kitchen, they put the refrigerator on one of the support walls.
Yeah, I'm actually, since I have some of those walls open now on the back side of the kitchen, I'm actually going to be wiring for a remodel.
Nice.
So later on, when I remodel the kitchen, it'll all be there waiting.
To have all the electrical sitting in there.
Uh-huh. Something I won't have to do later on.
Nice.
It'll make it easier, especially with that 12-2-2 wire that I got now.
Do you ever get that second roll you needed?
Oh, yeah, like I said, I got that 12-2-2, and so I can run 2 circuits at the same time without having to pull it twice.
Gotcha. Did you get any more of the wire pallets yet?
No, I haven't.
Damn.
They swapped one out when I was on vacation.
Ooh. Don't those guys back there know that you want to keep those?
Yeah, but I got to be there to pick them up.
It's not like that's going to go anywhere if it sits there for 2 days.
I know. But I'm waiting for the box that has the elephant ears to empty so I can get that box so I can make another planter.
They still haven't emptied that thing out?
It's almost empty.
I was going to say it's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah. And they know I want it. And some of the shelving too. Some of that wood shelving.
Yeah.
So I can put that into the new greenhouse when I get it in October.
Yeah, I still got to put mine together. I need to just spend time out there doing it, but I just don't want to do it because I'll be out there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours just taking out nails.
Yeah. Yeah, but I decided that the next greenhouse, I think I'm going to spend a little extra money. I'm going to go ahead and get the polycarbonate.
Sorry.
And then several tubes of the clear caulking.
Yeah, I need to get that. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just leave mine uncaulked. Who knows? I think as long as it's not spread out or separated and everything's nice and tight, it shouldn't leak as bad.
Yeah. But I don't want the warm air getting out in the winter.
Man, didn't seem to have much of an issue with that on mine, honestly. As long as I kept my vent seal closed, because they're it's the way that one is. There's 2 screws on the end to hold the framework together, and then the hinges on the top. But if you have that if that window slides just off a little bit, that screw catches on the lip and it holds it up a little bit. And there's like a 1/16 of a gap in there for air just to creep out.
Now I'm thinking about getting some of that. I got some of that threshold sealant for the doors. I'm going to put that on those upper windows for winter.
There you go.
Only a couple of dollars. Might save me just enough for spending extra money for all that heat leaking out.
Well, if you use that heat thingy, that the heat tube that you have over there, the your heat sink chimney or whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be trying a different type of heater this year.
Oh yeah, you're getting that barrel heater.
Uh-huh. Only 800 watts instead of over 3,000 watts of lights and electric heaters and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that might work better. It's unfortunate the fact that you're losing, you know, basically a 2.5 foot circle of space to put things. But hey, Howie, how's it going?
Hey, Howie, how you doing? Well, like I said, I put that heater down at the bottom. I can heat that water up to 105 degrees with a fan blowing on it. Or, just a couple small ceiling fans in there just to keep the air moving.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. I figure I get one of those little 20-inch fans up above it and put it on low, having it blow down on it. So I'll push that heat down and across and come back up. And I'll probably put it right in the middle of the greenhouse. And if I lose power, at least I have several hours of radiant heat off of it. You gonna live?
I don't know what happened there. Frog stuck in my throat. Apparently, that frog had a machete.
Apparently so, huh? Yeah, so I'm going to try that heater. Like I said, I know it'll probably take 2 days for it to heat up. But it'll be worth it.
Might take longer than that to heat that because I don't know if are you doing sand and water or are you just doing water?
Just doing water.
Yeah, at least you'll have 55 gallons of random water if anything goes sideways.
Water holds heat better than the sand does.
Ooh, I don't know about that. Like I said, well, we would have had to have done experiments, 1 versus 1, then a mix of the two.
Yeah, because at least if it's going to be all water, that means it gives it a chance for it to heat it up and have it move inside the barrel.
It'd be no different than a standard water heater.
Mm-hmm. Without insulation, yeah. And now at 4,500 watts.
Shit, right?
Yeah. But then again, I'm also not trying to heat it up fast to get to 130 degrees.
Yeah, you're just trying to heat it up.
Yeah, I'm thinking about 105, 110.
Yeah, that'll just don't touch the barrel.
Yeah. Like I said, if I lose power, at least I know I have radiant heat for at least 12 hours. Depending on how cold it is outside.
Yeah.
And not only that, my generator can handle it.
You're gonna have it plugged into the generator?
I'll have it plugged into my system.
Gotcha.
There's Deb. She's back.
Welcome back, Debs. Yeah, I'm already late over here because I'm still staring at StreamYard.
Yeah, she was knee deep in groceries. I mean, she probably finally got home and she's listening to us, but she's putting the groceries away. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, that's my thought with it. Having that heater. That was expensive when it got really cold, and then my heater for the house kicks in, and then there's 120, 150 amps for the electric heater for the house. So yeah.
Deb, what's your reference towards? I'm like 100% lost here.
She's knee deep in groceries.
No, she's asking me if he was knee deep.
Oh.
Oh no, he was just down there with a machete, just hacking away at my innards. Like, no, he was down to the ankles. He was like the little feet were sticking out doing this.
With crutches.
Deb's unloading with crutches. That's crutches. That's crutches.
Yeah. what Kermit the Frog thinks about people eating frogs' legs. All the little frogs on crutches. The Muppet movie.
What's green and smells like pork?
We'll leave it there.
Yes.
Oh. So, we left Howie all with a period there.
No, Howie.
Well, anyways, yeah. So that's what I'm thinking about doing is for my shade house. I'm gonna pull my roofing material and use that as my flooring inside the shade house,
Okay.
so I don't have the roots trying to grow through the bottom.
That might actually work pretty decently.
Reuse, reduce, repurpose.
Yeah, I don't know what I gotta do to keep my weeds. The weeds down here, they don't care. I have thrown 4 to 6 inches of mulch on top of them. Grows right through it.
Okay,
I'll
Howie.
put weed cloth down there. They'll just grow right through it. We've got tenacious weeds down here. They just do not care. If the weed wants to grow, it will grow.
Oh yeah.
Yup.
That's funny. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna try that because that's a lot of roofing material that I have to get rid of. And I could probably make it 2-3 layers thick. And just point all the
Plastic
nails
you
down.
got on there, you can probably make it 3 or 4 layers thick.
Yeah, so I can just I gotta level it, put that down, just hammer all the nails down so it all holds together. Heat it up with the torch so it all like melts together. No, frog's legs taste like chicken mixed with fish.
Ew. No, that really doesn't make me want to eat frog legs.
Oh no, they're delicious. They're so delicious. You think that quail was good?
That quail was finger licking good.
Yeah, I know. Frog's legs actually taste better. And it's a lot softer than chicken. Especially the little nugget on the calf.
Oh, the tendon muscle, the springy little springy bingy bingy.
No, I've had frog's legs many times, and oh my goodness, I'll spend $30 on a dinner for frog's legs. No, they got to be fresh. I don't like. I can tell when they've been frozen.
Because they don't kick you as hard?
No, they don't kick as hard. It tastes like rigor mortis tortoise.
Rigor tortoise mortis. I was going to make a book when I was a kid that was called The Adventures of Rigor Mortis, and it was going to be a book about a ferret, and the ferret's name was Rigor. Not dead body Rigor, like Jerry Rigor.
Oh, okay.
Different spelling, but his last name was Mortis. It was going to be a ferret, and I just never got around to making it.
Yes, they actually make a canned frog's legs. Yes, or you can get them frozen.
Grace, didn't you know everything comes in cans nowadays? Bread, butter, meat,
A bird in a can.
canned birds, canned chicken, you got canned potted meat, you've got a can with a can inside of a can inside of another can,
Then you got a pheasant in a can, bacon in a can.
bacon in a can, you got freeze-dried vegetables in a can, coffee in a can, canned water, which
Chicken.
still boggles the mind. And I'm pretty sure, depending on what country you are, you can probably find canned snake.
And snails.
Oh, canned escargot. Ugh. Oh, man. Oh, that just. Oh, no, that's not sitting right with me. Ugh. Oh, that is not sitting right. Ugh, I can taste it, and it's gross.
With escargot, it is. It is not good.
Yeah, it's like eating a clam, but way saltier.
Oh,
Actually,
no.
slimier.
I have no troubles eating clams. Snails is just like. I'm going to have to be hungry and starving and need to survive before I eat those.
I'm gonna use a snail to catch something else that I can probably eat.
Yeah, like fish.
Bird.
No, like I said, what we were talking about before, we got on a tangent there. Besides the greenhouse.
The greenhouse. We were talking about the compost pile. Amongst a few.
Yes, I will definitely eat. Was it the fish roe, sturgeon roe?
Oh, rosak. It's roe. Yeah, basically roe.
Yeah, it's roe.
Caviar.
Caviar. That's it.
Yeah,
I've had good caviar and I've had some bad caviar
my brain. It's like I just call it roe for some reason.
because it's fish eggs is called roe,
Hey, it's a fishing term. I don't know why it's called caviar.
so they can change names so people will eat it. No, I remember being in Sacramento before I met Molly. I would go down to the Russian market and I would get the cheese, the salted smoked meats, the flatbread, and one time I splurged on a small can of caviar, and I said it cost me $10, for a small little bitty can. I just wanted to try it, and it wasn't bad. It was not bad. Then I've had the stuff that was in English. That was horrible, and I paid more for that. So if it's in Russian, it's probably it's going to be a lot better.
Yeah, well, you know what? If it's in a fish, it probably tastes a lot better. You just open the fish and go from there.
Yeah,
But you never know with that one because you could pop the belly of that fish and there could be two other fish in the belly of that fish, and you're like, well, that's not what I was expecting. But think of it this way: you might get a 3 for 1.
Yeah.
Use the other 2 fish as bait for more fish to possibly get more bigger fish.
Yeah, unfortunately, if I go fishing here in the rivers and I catch a sturgeon, I have to release it. I can't keep them. Not that I would.
Gross.
Yes, I know that, Grace.
Yeah, but it's still fish eggs.
Mm-hmm. Not the ones you get at Walmart in the fishing section. It's totally different.
And the pickle is still a cucumber. Yeah, that's literally no different than the description of a freaking cucumber and a pickle. A pickle is a cucumber is a cucumber, and a pickle is just a salted. What did you call it? Brine.
It's a
cucumber.
brined. It's a brined cucumber.
Yeah. So a pickle and a cucumber, same damn thing.
Just one has been brined, one hasn't.
Yeah. One's been marinating in its own juices for months.
So I've had some pretty neat food from around the world. I'm telling you guys, a lot of it's not bad. Some of it is.
That depends on where you're at, Grace. Because I've run into I've seen grocery stores where they just sell jars of cucumbers.
Mhm.
Like the little tiny ones, you can literally just go get a jar of cucumbers, and it's like the little cucumbers.
Yeah. The little
Dry as
sweet,
beans, nothing in there.
the little sweet ones.
Yeah, they call them like snack cucumbers or whatever. I'm just like, it's a cucumber. It's a baby cucumber. Y'all pulled it off the plant when it was like 3 inches long instead of letting it grow to like 6 or 8 inches.
Like I am actually willing to try some of Barbie in Oregon. She has a was it she smokes them and she preserves them inside of a jar. Was it the what's that fish that they use?
Sardines,
No, not sardines.
minnows,
I would have to go back.
mackerel,
Not mackerel. It's the ones they use for bait.
pickerel,
No.
tuna. No, that's
No, it's a little itty bitty fish. Not sardines. I can't remember. Off the top of my head. It'll come to me in a little bit.
you know what? I figure if they don't tell me what the meat is before I eat it, I will try it as long as they don't tell me what the hell meat it is. Mullet or smells for the little fish.
Yeah, it's not mullet. It's I can't remember what it was.
Anchovies.
No.
Herring.
Herring. No, if Earl was here, he would know because he ate it.
Cod.
No, cod's a big fish. I mean, she does the whole fish, everything in there. I can't remember what it's called. It's not.
Grace says smelled. I think it's smelt.
It wasn't like shiners or I can't remember what it was called.
Minnows.
A little bit bigger than minnows. I can't remember what she was using.
Shad.
Shad. That's what it was. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, I think I knew. My brain just wasn't processing. I'm tired. I didn't even do anything today. I just stood outside and stared at plants.
Yeah, I just pretty much I drank some coffee. I put it around, did some laundry, cleaned up a little bit around the desk, and then I was just listening to the stories on YouTube, the sci-fi stories.
I got a problem with the doom scrolling on shorts at the end of the day. I'll start off with one of yours that I may or may not have missed, and then I just scroll down for like half an hour. I'm just like, oh god, I gotta stop. Because I got nothing else to do, so I just sit here and stare at this. Although all my stuff is starting to pop up. I've noticed a couple of sections of my onions have been poking up through the ground. Some of the other potatoes, the extra potatoes I planted, are doing fantastic. They're starting to pop up. My patch of potatoes over there looks like a field of green bushes. It's like literally looks like I did a whole planter just like little bushes. It's all Jason's fault.
Yeah, I swear I need to get a thumb ring that lights up.
Do you have your towel?
Oh yeah, I always got a towel.
Okay. I have the weirdest thing now I keep in my... I don't know why, but for some reason at work I kept finding heat shrink tubes.
Okay.
Like just randomly in the parking lot. I found like 3 of them. So now I just decided to keep them in my wallet. Absolutely weirdest thing to keep in one's wallet is heat shrink tubing.
Why?
Who the hell else you know is going to randomly keep sections of heat shrink tubing in their wallet?
Just stuff them underneath the seat of your truck.
Yeah, just keep them in my wallet. They packed their watch. I mean, I don't have them in there now. I took them out because I was messing with my stuff. Oh, ooh, that almost cramped. That sucked.
Potassium.
Wait, who? What?
These are potassium tablets, your zinc tablets, your vitamin B12.
Oh, where'd they go?
See,
Ooh,
zinc. You gotta have the zinc.
Ooh, maybe they're actually still in there.
What's weird?
I don't know.
I actually like the taste of the zinc tablets, and the vitamin C tablets. I don't know why.
Ow. Yeah, I don't know where they went. It was over here. I threw a whole bunch on here. I don't know where they went. Might be my sock drawer.
Oh no.
Anything that goes in my sock drawer disappears.
Oh, the sock monsters get it.
Yeah. I might actually still have them in here. I don't know. I pulled them out and then I might have I think I stuck them back in here. But yeah, no, it's like I don't know anybody who just keeps random sections of heat shrink tubing in their wallet. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. It's a good
So
size.
they're-
Yeah.
I mean, they pack flat. I mean, I don't even you won't even know they're in there. But
Those are probably for the 6-gauge wire. Maybe even 4. All over the parking lot, or just in one area?
yeah, I just found them in one spot. There was like 3 sections of it.
Yeah,
There
they
was
probably
these two
open
and then a thin, skinny one.
Yeah, you probably just had an electrician open up the door and fill out, and he just drove away.
Yeah, I don't know. They weren't a weird. But the weird thing is, they were in the median. Now, there was a section in between in our back parking lot that has a
Oh.
range area that's got fire hydrant, telephone pole, tree, bush, and it was in that, which was really weird.
Ah.
But I figured I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw that in there because it packs flat, doesn't take up any, like literally takes up no space. And yes, I know my camera's blurry. It's also the reason why I have spear card, guitar pick, and lock pick on there as well. Because you really never know when you're going to need some random something. But yeah, it's not in there. I think I have that other pieces in my center console or in my cup holder. But yeah, do you know anybody that actually can legally say that they or just walk around and be like, I have heat shrink in my wallet for no reason?
Yeah, no. I thought I had it in here. I got my phone card.
Yeah, my camera's blurry. Hey, Devil Dog, are you sure you're not drunk? Just on that one eye, the one eye that's looking at this camera, and then you got the other eye looking at Jason?
No, you have to watch like this. I need to get that stuff out of there. Oh, I need to put that back in my wallet.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I just find random things and I'm just like, oh, that'll be fun to wallet because I mean, anywhere you go, you can almost automatically start it. We usually start a fire. Most people just walk around with lighters. I used to, but I don't anymore because my lighter died, so I gotta buy another one. But I don't feel like spending another $30 on a freaking torch lighter.
I had a foldable knife in here. I don't know what happened to it.
Probably in your other wallet.
Yeah, I must have left it in my other pants pocket.
But yeah, that's my whole wallet. Just that little thing right there. I need to find my bungee wrap that goes around it so I can use that. But I don't know where my my tool card bungees went.
My zebra card.
The what?
My zebra card.
Why do you have a zebra card? You hunting zebras?
Yeah, I got zebras at work.
Wait, I didn't know you guys sold bras at Lowe's.
No, that's what they call their little mobile computers. The little phone computer, yeah. They're
Yeah,
called Zebra, yeah.
I thought you meant zebras. Zebras.
No,
Zebras to hold up zebokers.
those are only on the hot water heaters.
I always find it still blows my cap. What aisle are the hot water heaters in? Aisle 0? What aisle is that one? Outside the store, because there's no such thing as a hot water heater.
Yep.
What do you mean there's no such thing? My hot water heater broke at the house, and I can't get hot water. So you need a water heater.
Yep.
Because once it's hot, you don't need to heat it up anymore, unless you're trying to make boiled water. Which, God Almighty, I still don't understand why a water heater can get water up to like 240 degrees.
That's when it goes kaboom. All safeties fail.
No, the water heater at my work, the water comes out at 134.
Yeah.
And it's not all the way on hot. I'm still like 2 bars away from hot.
No, you said 234 or 240.
Yeah, but mine's the stuff at where I have it set, it comes out at like 130, 135.
Yeah, like I said,
Depending on where you're at in the store.
I have ours set for about 130.
But I still have like 2 bar notches on the dial
Mhm.
before that thing's like till it hits hot.
Yeah, there's for me, there's no need to go to 150 degrees.
Yeah, no, I think 1 bar notch will make that thing 150. That water comes out hotter than Hades. It's a good way to heat the store, though. Pretty quick. Just fill it full of that shit. Just let it sit there for a bit. You just see all the steam coming off.
Oh, yeah. you got Grace dissing on Devil Dog. That's funny. Gotta be careful of those little bulldogs, man.
I haven't had one of those in a while.
Yeah. I mean, if Eddie wants to come up, he can, unless he's laying down in bed.
Butt naked.
No, he's probably got the headphones in, so his wife doesn't hear him. Jamie, so Jamie can't hear us.
Oh, hear us. I was like, I was gonna say when he talks, I'm pretty sure she'd go hear him. But only if he's up on the pen and the nano. Pen and the nano.
No, actually, I like Eddie. I really do.
Eddie Vedder, Eddie Munster, Eddie Van Halen.
No, it's Eddie.
Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, gotcha, Grace.
Yeah.
She was talking about my little race section of my little median. Yeah, fire hydrant, telephone pole, tree, bush, and it has a sprinkler system as part of the median, which is really weird.
Yeah, they got to water the grass, got to water the bushes.
All that's over there is a tree and a bush. And it's like a 25-foot tree. That thing should have already tapped into the tap water down on the bottom. And that's the only section that has water on the back side of that property, where the loading dock is at.
Oh, really?
Everything else is on the front. So the east and south side, west and south side of the building. That's where all the plants and other trees and bushes are. But they've got that one section back there. For some reason, they got it.
Yeah,
Telephone pole, tree and a bush.
Yeah, I got to remember to take pictures of the trees tomorrow. The banana trees and the fig tree. I still haven't planted the pomegranate yet. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
There you go.
I found out those things can handle some cold weather.
The nanners?
No.
Or the fig? Oh, the pomegranates?
Yeah. I didn't know they can survive down to 10 degrees.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
That would probably still die in my state.
Yeah.
Jason laughs, and the sad part is we both know this. It gets cold in the desert.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen like -3. I've seen down to like 5 degrees here before.
What was it, 4 years ago? Or was it, no, it was actually 5 years ago. Wow, it's hard to believe it's been that long. Since, 2020 is when we had that nasty cold one come through? The Texas froze all the way down to the coast?
Yeah, that one was
Okay, I had the heaters on in the shop. And when I came out in the morning, it was 18 degrees in the shop.
according to this, -17 was once recorded in New Mexico in 1971.
Because I know it got cold here in the 50s, where they had actually ice on the lakes.
February 3rd, 2022, it was recorded at 2 degrees.
Yep.
4 degrees at Rio Rancho and 9 degrees at Albuquerque Sunport. And I'm like, as the crow flies, like 5 minutes from the Sunport, so that was probably like 10 or 11 degrees over here.
Yeah, 'cause
Actually, no, I'm lower than Sunport, so I was probably like 6 or 7.
I know we got to 3 degrees back then, and that's without the wind blowing.
Yeah.
I mean, we were even cold inside of our house.
All right, night, Cecilia. Have a good one.
Good night, Cecilia.
I just caught that.
Same here. Yeah. So yeah. That was cold 3 days.
That's the thing. I don't mind the cold. It doesn't bother me. It's once the wind starts picking up, that's what sucks.
Oh, I know. Oh, it was cold here. I don't know how cold we got with the wind chill.
Cold.
Also know it was cold.
Well, see, the good thing is now that you have that digital weather station, if you ever have an event like that, you'll know how damn cold it was.
Oh yeah, well, that's on my list too. I'm gonna ask for that for Christmas.
Yeah, you might get there because you've got what? July, you pay that out? You're done with that?
But I still gotta get a mower, gas weed eater. I still need to get a storage shed, but I'm gonna get those on payments.
I was just saying, just get one from like Home Depot and just drop it over there.
No, we're just gonna go down the road here. We're gonna pay for one, have it brought and set it on the block. I'm not gonna spend the time putting it together or anything. I'm just gonna have the trench ready, have the conduit ready, so when it gets here, pop the hole in it, run the wires in it, put it in a sub panel.
Gotcha.
Then
You're gonna run the wires through the floor, or are you going up back along the back wall or a wall?
through the side wall, come up in the wall from underground,
Gotcha.
and put in a small little sub panel so I can put in a small dehumidifier. I'm also going to insulate it and plywood. So I'm just going to get the 1/2-inch plywood and just insulation plywood. Then I can hang all kinds of tools on the wall and won't ever have to worry about it.
I'll send you some of the tools I have over here because we need to get rid of them.
What?
All the tools that we have up here. I'm tired of these morons.
Oh,
That kind of tool.
no tools here. There's plenty of those here too.
Ah. The heck? That felt weird.
Yeah, I think the most expensive part's going to probably be getting the plywood for it.
Yeah, well, it's not. Plywood's cheap now. It's still not as bad when that stuff went.
Oh, Devil Dog's out in bed.
He's still playing COD.
Oh, okay.
Dailies.
That means he's spending time with his other buddies.
Yeah, and listening to us. Or
Oh, he's trying to get his daily done. Trying to get his accolades in there. His trophies.
I don't know. I've been weird all day.
It's a weird day.
That was weird yesterday. I love having a boss that allows me to indulge in high octane beverages at work and doesn't get mad at me because he does the same damn thing.
Well, as long as you're not overindulged in it, yeah, you're fine.
Yes, exactly. As long as I don't get completely 14 sheets to the wind and
He's in the lobby.
walking sideways and not pissing off customers. We've talked about this. I would have to be completely blackout drunk and like hitting people before he would fire me.
All you need is just enough to take that pain away.
Yeah. I do the same thing over there that I do over here, just in smaller quantities.
Yeah.
But we just usually have 2 or 3 of them over there. Mutual thing. He pays for them. Some I pay for some. It's just kind of a back and forth thing.
Oh no, if we had whiskey at work, oh man, everybody'd be happy.
Yeah, I'm happy and non-functioning.
Oh no, I'm talking about just like an ounce here and an ounce there, 2 times a day.
Yeah,
hmm Like I said, just enough to help with the pain.
take the edge off.
Yeah.
Well, ain't that why you some of y'all have those sneaky water beverages? That ain't water.
Yeah, but unfortunately, with all the equipment we got to run, we can't do that.
Hey, you can't do it heavily.
Well, like I said, my great grandpa used to have eggs in the morning for breakfast, along with his ham, his sausage, his toast, and a shot of whiskey.
Sounds like a good breakfast to me.
Yeah, he made it into his late 90s for a blacksmith. Yeah.
But he was white.
Figure that one out.
Luck of the draw, I guess.
Yeah.
Technically, over the eons, he was, little by little, pickling his inside. So he was technically preserving and sanitizing at the same time.
Yes, he was.
Which is what I tell people. I'm like, they're like, why are you drunk? I'm not drunk. I'm self-sanitizing. What do you mean self-sanitizing? What do you think alcohol is? Alcohol is a sanitizer. I'm doing it from the inside. That's why I don't get sick, you donkey.
That's a thought. Maybe if everybody had a little shot of brandy or whiskey every night before bed.
Yeah. Probably would help a lot with the gut health, too.
Might.
Although your bacterium would be freaking
Trash.
swimming sideways because they're like, what is this? We can't take this.
Or a beer.
Yeah, beers are. Yeah, I like good beers, but it has to be like a good dark beer. I could technically take a shot of whiskey right now, or this,
Oh, so could I.
but this bourbon whiskey. But I don't know how well that's gonna fit with the fact
I mean,
that I
it's-
was technically eating yeast, and I just had a chocolate cookie.
Yeah. I still have that bottle from 2 Christmases ago.
Well, that E&J still sitting back there.
That's
Yeah, because
funny.
before that was like you and me would have a good drink on the lives, and your live and my live, and you'd be
We'll
out
do
of
that
the
on
bottle in
Saturday.
like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, we'll do that on a Saturday. How's that sound?
We can do that.
Tell your boss I'm going home early.
Chill on a Saturday. I'll be home by my usual time to be on.
Well, remember, you're 2 hours difference than I am.
There was only an hour between us.
Yeah, 1 hour this time of year, yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
That's 1
You know,
hour no
Eric-
matter what.
I keep thinking of Arizona.
Arizona's only an hour behind me too.
Not during winter.
That's true.
Oh, by the way, they're thinking about doing that now, going to the summer hours here and staying there.
Good. I hate the winter hours. I need to do that in this state. I hate it. It's bullshit.
I love the summer hours.
Which really sucks. You want to hear something funny? We time travel twice a year.
1 hour.
1 hour forwards, 1 hour backwards. We time travel.
Oh, don't forget, we get 1 extra day every 4 years.
Don't we lost a day every 4 years? Was it? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it doesn't matter technically if you do the mathematical breakdown of how many months in a year versus how many weeks are there in a breakdown. The math isn't math, and we're technically running a 13-month calendar year.
No, a true year is actually 13 months.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
23
We're running a 13-month calendar year
Mhm.
if you do the actual mathematical breakdown.
Yeah,
There's
we get,
52 weeks in a year, but there's only the math on it is weird. There's 4 weeks in a month, but the math breakdown gives us 13 months. Then eventually, during that most likely, once we're long gone, the next society that hits us will probably have like a 14-month calendar year.
Well, it
Who
depends on
knows?
how fast the Earth is rotating.
Yeah. How many asteroids hit us in the right direction?
Just spin that top a little bit faster. Slow it down.
God, it would suck if it slowed it down.
Oh, especially the dog days of summer.
I would not want a solid 18-hour summer day.
We wouldn't have the gravity. We'd all die.
Yeah, again, gravity makes no sense.
Yeah, it does.
It keeps us on the planet, but here's the funny thing. We're spinning at what, like 17,000 kilometers an hour or a second? And then you're like, oh, I can go down a slide. Okay, that's pretty quick. But then you're doing 65 in a car and you're like, man, I am hauling ass. Like, you don't understand how fast you're literally hurtling through space and you're 65 miles an hour is like, oh man, I'm cruising. No, dude, you're technically by all rights standing, you're literally parked. If you want to do the velocity vectors of how fast we're actually flying through this giant void.
Well, especially if you're in geosynchronous orbit. That means you're constantly falling without moving.
Yeah. You're just there going around.
You're falling and missing the planet. Okay, let's not get too deep on these people.
Technically, wouldn't that actually be qualified as flight?
No, flight is missing the ground.
Yes. So if you're missing the planet, you're not hitting the ground. You're in perpetual flight until something hits you and whacks you into the ground.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, the secret of flying is missing the ground.
Yeah. Actually, the secret of flight is a toast strapped to a cat, butter side up,
Oh yeah.
on its back, and you just drop the cat. Perpetual motion.
Oh yeah.
Or an old Hispanic lady's chancla. Because
Get the boomerang effect.
and then whack! Oh, Grandma, why?
Oh, especially from around the corner in the hallway.
Yeah, I did like magic, dude. Just she's all whack, and that thing goes makes a beeline near wham.
Just like a Sidewinder missile.
Yeah, make sure Grandma's wearing shoes before you piss her off. Because if she got sandals on, you a angel. Because you don't want to get slapped with a rubber shoe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like I said,
Thunder.
yeah. The older they are, the sandals, the more they can curve around that corner. Oh, I guess so, Cliff. This is almost right on top of you. Yeah, it is.
Right outside.
Oh yeah.
It said we were going to get more rain, but it didn't look
Yeah.
like it to me because it looked like the cloud line was breaking.
I mean, it's not too far from you.
Oh, no. That's probably 5 miles, maybe 6.
I mean, I'm surprised it's not raining out there right now.
Which is good. I made sure my power bank was charged up, so I'm good to go if I have to. I'll run my laptop off my battery pack, and
Mhm.
the only thing I haven't plugged in is my TV to see if I can run how long I can run the TV for.
Unfortunately, everybody, it is now 10 o'clock.
I'm showing still 2 minutes.
It's still 2 minutes. Okay, we can stay on for 2 minutes. 2-minute warning.
Well, that's what my timer says. It's 8:58. It may be wrong. I don't know. My thing's weird.
I got 9:59. That's okay.
Now
We
I
had
got
a good
9:59.
Yeah, we had a good time tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
Uh-huh. Like I said, I'm going to try and get some photos tomorrow of the trees, and I'll probably post them on my community page.
My peas grew weird, by the way.
Your what?
My peas.
Uh-oh.
They look like snails. It
Oh, that's
sent out the tap and then sent out the top, but it is still attached to the whole pea. Like It's so freaking weird, Jason. It's so, and it's not because like normally when you plant seeds like that, it sends the tap, the
Yeah.
top of it pops up, and then it kind of splits, and then you get the first 2 leaves.
Yeah.
It's not doing that. None of mine. All of them are sprouted. They've got like 3-4 leaves each, but they're still attached to the original pod. Like the original
Oh,
seed that
okay.
planted.
I thought you meant the leaves were all curled and gnarled. I say nope. That's potassium nitrate deficiency.
No, they're still attached to the actual plant, to the
Yeah.
pod that I planted, the little pea. They're
Yeah.
still attached. It's weird the way it grew.
Yeah.
I've never seen them do that.
I had a couple of them that were doing that.
I've never seen them do it. I always see them send the tap down, and then they'll pop up like the pod itself or the pea, and then the pea splits, and then you get the like little set of leaves.
Yeah.
Mine aren't doing that. It's so strange.
Alrighty, everybody. It's after 10 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and say good night, everybody. Have a wonderful week. Don't forget, we got Cliff going on about 7:30 on Saturday evenings.
Yes.
Okay. That's Central Time.
And calling on Thursdays.
Alrighty, with that, everybody have a wonderful night. And don't forget to get out there and slap a rat.
I shall unmute myself. Thank you.
I shall undo myself too. Honey, take your medicine after you're done there. Guess what I'm going to do?